I was like,
I wonder if that's going to come out backwards.
It might.
It might. So if you're watching this, just hold your computer up to a mirror and you'll read it fine.
there you go.
Well, welcome to our second session of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, playing 2nd edition. As our group of 4 players are here, it is a Friday night. We're going to continue our adventure. A recap from last adventure, which I'm always do with my games and everything. I just ask the players, what's the one thing that stands out the most to them? One thing that they remember from the last session. We'll start from over here to Katie, who is playing a Cambion Shaman.
I remember the boy that got teleported with us got chased by a bear.
Yeah, alright.
And we left him.
And we left him.
And you left him.
Oh man.
He might be here still. We don't know.
Alright there, Kiefer, who's playing a Mind Flayer Warlock.
I remember coming unstoned, becoming unstoned, and then the Lynch Dragon.
Draculich.
Yep.
Alright.
The Draculich?
There's a Draculich dragon. Yes.
Lynch Dragon.
What about you, Colin? What does the drow remember? What's the one thing that you remember the most?
Well, one thing that stands out pretty well is getting my sword, my pretty awesome sword. But I had to fall down like a, 40 foot fall?
A 20-foot drop.
20
To a hole.
foot. I had to fall down a hole to get it.
Next to some creepy, disgusting guy that used.
Oh yeah, I pulled it from some routing guy's hands.
Yeah.
And then I think I was down to like 2 hit points that last battle, fighting the Draculich. So
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty cool to pull that out before any of us fell.
Yeah. What about you, Megan, Tiefling Claire?
Famous last words. It'll be fine. As I'm yanking out the names.
It'll be fine as me.
The Lich Dragon coming out. But that, and I also remember farting in the cave. In my sleep.
Okay. Memorable moments for a group of youngsters who are out there from the rite of passage of just being teleported at the right age out there. So, you're probably wondering, the town is only 35 years old, maybe 30, 35 years old for Tila. How is it possible that Drow was born there, but yet he's 121? That's a question that might be answered soon. If not, at least you know he wasn't there to begin with Tila, but at one point he was there for the last 35, maybe 30 years. So, other than that, we'll continue with our group. They learned some non-weapon skills, fishing, climbing, tumbling, navigation, cooking, to make food taste a little more better than bland. Because eating plain oatmeal is need something in it to make it a little more tolerable to eat. Fought some goblins, didn't have some weapons. Trying to smack a goblin with a grappling hook. Yeah, that fight went pretty well for one little goblin. They couldn't quite take him out easily. The struggles at first level of trying to fight a goblin. It was, I think, 3-on-1. Man, they just couldn't take him out. Hit him a few times, didn't drop him. Having a dagger, grappling iron, and I think a stick to go into the dungeon to fight some goblins of this old ruin. During that time, the floor cave in collapsed as there was a tunnel, long forgotten, and there was a statue there, hooded, and they found some treasure. Like the tiefling said, famous last words, it'll be fine, could go wrong. They fought a Draculich, a baby Draculich, undead, that was created by powerful magic and left in there. Apparently 3 other people decided to take it on. Apparently they didn't fare so well and perished. The group fought it, wasn't without hardship because the baby Dracula snapped its mouth over the Camian's head, shaking her like a rag doll as she's trying to hit it. But they defeated the Dracolich. Got some treasure, got some cool weapons, prestige weapons. And during that time, out in the forest, I also met a young girl, Michelina. She was out there, beating rabbits against rocks. And beat a fish at one point against a rock.
Oh gosh.
So, she is with them. As the group has been traveling in the forest, the drow has basically been getting a sense that they've been going down. Some of the sights have been a little familiar for him, but he does not know why he remembers certain things. But they've been following the river, because rivers lead out, and they figured they might as well leave out and follow it to maybe a town, city, civilization. As we pick up this week's adventure in the overall story. So the group has been traveling through the forests and mountains, talking with Nicolinus, eating rabbit, eating nuts, eating berries, leaves of lettuce. Put some grubs in there and some worms. That's pretty good, Michelina says. Whether you want to eat grubs and worms, up to you, but you can eat them without having to cook them. Occasionally, you guys catch some fish and everything. Along the way, somebody has developed a way to build fires pretty easy with certain rocks. Certain rocks work better than other ones. And able to keep warm at night when the temperatures does drop on those chilly nights of 40 degrees, 50 degrees. But traveling through the forest of birds chirping, squirrels running back and forth through trees, occasionally spotting a deer in the distance. Nobody has a long bow or a bow to shoot anything or an arrow to get a big elk. As the Mind Flayer, think he wants to try that? Probably scared off. Probably won't be able to drop it in one hit.
I can try.
You can try. As
I'm gonna hand him a rock. You try that.
I'm gonna take it and toss it on my shoulder and grab my axe.
grab your axe. But before the group even gets in too close, the deer kind of, or elk will notice and take off. Like, damn.
Shouldn't have thrown the rock.
As the group has been traveling, it's been occasional mist here, no big rainstorms or nothing. But this particular day, the clouds are kind of overhanging and dark. No storms threatening, just kind of overhanging. There's a bit of a nip to the air, a little nippy, about maybe 61 degrees, a light breeze coming out, you can feel it. The group has been traveling with what they have for equipment and also clothing that they have on them. When the sun is starting to settle down through the mountains, as they come to a patch of the trees opening up, that's when the drow who's been leading the group spots down in the distance a city town, a big one. Looks like they're still in the forest because there's huge high mountains on the right hand side and behind it, huge steep cliff mountains. But you can see the river you've been following kind of takes off way to the left, goes way out, but then circles back around and seems to hug the left side of the city town. Pretty big down there. About maybe 6 hours away of walking. You could probably get there before sundown. The sun is going down right now, but that's because only the trees are blocking it and the mountains right here. But as you get further right there, it'll still be a little light. And when you guys are going past through the trees and rocks, you kind of lose sight of the town. About maybe an hour and a half later, possibly 3, you can feel that the sun is going down a little more because you're kind of going in lower part of the mountain and the forest. When you come up to an open area, and there you see what looks like a structure, small structure, 2-story, 3-story, hard to tell. But you do see a figure on top of that structure though. Kind of hard to tell. You do see 2 arms and a head, but you're not quite sure what else is that far away distance.
Is it like a peaked roof? Or
Nope, it is a flat roof. And the two arms and the head seem to be on top of the roof, and every so often you can see the thing move. As you see that, kind of hard to tell from their distance still, but it is a structure. Not very big structure.
Is it just alone, or is there like fencing around or anything?
No fencing.
Yeah.
Kind of open. Few scattered trees. It seems like now the forest is kind of thinning out now and opening up into a wider area. Almost kind of like how Tila was. We were like, oh, out of the forest, and you got wide open space around.
So we're kind of in like where people are starting to develop.
It would seem that way,
just
yes.
Outside of the city.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think, guys? Should
Is it
we?
a church?
No.
No.
No. If it is, it's kind of looks kind of small to be a church.
Okay.
Should we talk to this person, or should we press on and try to find an inn or something?
Yeah, let's talk to him and see what's the worst that could happen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
As the group is traveling there, the Mind Flayer's got his cloak up over his head and everything. As you guys are getting closer to the structure, it looks like maybe a 2-story structure, about maybe 40 feet, 30, 40 feet wide. A single door, no windows, and the top of it almost looks like a castle embattlement, because you have the high wall with the lower wall, high wall for archers. And you see the figure is definitely a human. It is possibly a male who is looking out towards the city town. And around the area you can see a lot of like scuffle on the dirt, grass that's been smashed down, like something's dug around here and there through the ground. Could have been wolves, dogs. You see that sort of traffic around on the dirt on the dirt. As you're getting close and everything, apparently the person on top hasn't really heard you or anything, because they seem to be focused towards the city town more than anything. The door to this place is closed, and there's definitely no windows.
I'm just gonna kind of clear my thumb and go, sir?
Heard? Apparently you weren't loud enough.
You might want to speak up.
You speak up.
I mean, he's way up there.
So he's on a tree?
No, he's in top of the
He's
building.
on top of the building.
On top of the, can I just climb up the building?
As you're gonna try, it's like you get close right there to the building. That's when you notice there's a lot of scratch marks.
Huh.
Anywhere from 3 to 5 feet around on the structure.
Fine. Sir?
Hello?
Sir, down here!
You see a gentleman come over. He looks to be in his
Oh.
50s, gray and peppered hair, beard, kind of looks over the edge. Hey! What are you doing?
Sorry, we're all travelers. We're just looking for maybe a warm place to stay, some food, water.
So, you know you're not safe out there, you know that, right?
I can see by the marks on the building.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
how do
Yeah.
you, how do
Well,
you
the sun's
mean?
going down, so knock on the door. And say, ask for Triona. She's my wife. She'll let you in. Just say, her husband said, my name is Chris. Just say, Chris.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
Yeah. And he goes, ah. That's when everybody can see these marks on the door and everything. They're pretty, anywhere from about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch deep, all over.
Can I use a monster lore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12. I got it.
You got it. As you're studying the marks, you realize they look more like canine, but it's as if were created by a dagger-like blade.
So there's kind of like 4 of them close
Yep.
together, but super deep, like daggers.
Yeah, like a dagger would carve into, like you carve into a tree. Yeah.
I've seen this before, but I can't really remember.
This whole thing is familiar to me. I can't remember.
The town seems familiar to you out there, and so does the surrounding area, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Like you traveled through here on your way to Tila at a very young age. kind of like little flashes from here and there, of holding somebody's hand as you guys were traveling with a group of people.
Alright. I'll make our way around to find the door.
And you find the door, because there's no windows.
Hold on.
Knock. Hello? Yeah?
Chris sent us. He said it's okay to come in.
Oh, hold on a minute. Here. And this big thick door opens up and everything. You see this lady about 40, 50. Doesn't look very healthy, kind of thin in the face. Bags under her eyes. So, gray in her hair. Come in, come in. It ain't safe out there.
Oh, Triona, was it?
Yes, Triona. Come in, come in. As you guys go through the door, she closes the door and put these big, like a 2x4 brace, top, middle, and bottom. Locking the door. And then you look inside this room. This room is only about maybe 30, 40 feet. Not very big. So as you walk in, to the right hand side, you see a kitchen table, 2 chairs. You see a cupboard over there. No doors on it. You see wooden bowls and spoons and cups. And to the left hand side, you see a barrel. Looks like it has a drinking spoon on it. And a bucket next to it. Maybe they use to catch water. And you see a stove. To the left hand side there has something cooking on it. And a little makeshift chimney that goes up probably out to the top of the roof. And you see stairs, kind of steep stairs, not very wide. And if you would fall down, you'd probably hurt yourself because they're very steep and shallow as they extend up to the next floor. And you see her, oh, welcome.
Thanks for letting us in.
You shouldn't be traveling out there. Did my husband warn you?
Yeah, that's why he told us to come in.
Yeah, what exactly are we supposed to be avoiding out here?
We're kind of new.
Yeah, we're new.
Oh, you're new. Oh, well then, you must be hungry then. You have a young one with you there. And she looks towards Michaelinas and everything. Michaelinas is like, wow, that smells good. What are you cooking?
Mick,
She's like, oh, I'm hungry. It smells good.
I know it smells good,
That
but you,
smells very good.
Well, she's like, well, have a seat. It's like vegetable soup and everything, cooked and everything. Onions, wild carrots,
Wow.
some berries, and some cabbage. She goes over there, grabs a couple bowls, wooden bowls, and scoops them up and
It's
everything.
very generous of you.
Here, there you go.
Do you get travelers often like this?
No, we don't. As you're in it, Michaelinas is like, oh! And she goes over to makeshift stove, opens right there, and pulls out a hot, fresh, baked piece of bread and everything. Goes over there, lets it cool for a minute, breaks it up, and brings it to you guys. Here, help yourself, eat and everything.
I mean,
And just then, you hear the footsteps. And the gentleman who's up top comes down and everything. You can see he's not looking very healthy either. Bags under his eyes like he hasn't slept too well. Comes out and everything. Comes downstairs. You see Michaelinas just kind of eating the soup. Well, welcome.
oh, Chris,
Yes,
we met.
yes. Alright. You lost then? Looking for a place then?
Yeah. And let me add, thank you for your generosity. That's very welcoming.
No,
and
no, no.
warning us. We weren't really aware that anything was in danger, really.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let me get some water. Goes over there, grabs some mugs and everything, goes over to the barrel, starts putting water, scooping it into the mugs and bringing it to the table there. And fresh water. Oh, don't have a seat. Takes the other bucket that looks like they used to catch water, hangs it over and turns it over. Here, have a seat for somebody there.
is Mick sitting down?
Mick is sitting down, yes. She is sitting down at the table.
Do they look pretty wealthy, or is everything just kind of like...
It doesn't look at all wealthy. It looks like it's been used, beat up,
Okay.
salvaged.
Cool.
How
Yes.
do the people look? Like very bad or
They look kind of
Just like
a little
tired.
feeble, like tired, worn, exhausted. Like they haven't slept well in days. As Chris brings the water, gets some water for you guys. Have a drink, it's cool and refreshing and everything. And then Tiana, his wife, walks up to him. You guys kind of pick up on a little something whispering to one another, except maybe two people. You two don't pick it up. You two pick it up of, maybe we can ask them. No, we can't ask them. They're just passerbys. What about the others? We have to have faith in the others. But it's been too long. We can't just ask them to do something for us. No, we'll be fine and everything. As they walk back over, and Chris is like, yeah, it's not safe to be out there. Have these, I guess you call them animals that come out at night. They don't really hunt, they just there to, kill. They kind of patrol. And that's when you guys hear the outside the building.
Just now?
Yeah. As you hear, everybody hears that. Then he goes running back up the stairs, fast as his body will carry him, flump, 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 to the top of the stairs. As you follow him up the stairs, you come to the second floor, which you see two makeshift beds, some clothing, 3 or 4 sets of clothing, makeshift beds out of straw, and just a little ladder that goes straight up that's attached to the wall. As he climbs that
I'm
to
following.
the roof lap, unlocks it, gets to the top of the roof of this flat roof. And on the flat roof, you can see off to one side there's a little chimney that comes out from the cooking. And he goes over and looks over the edge. And that's when you see who went up there.
I did.
You did.
Before I go up, I'm gonna look around the second floor. Is there like a bow?
There is no bowl.
Okay.
No bowl. And other people are downstairs.
I'll go up.
I'll go up.
And up there, you come over and look over the edge. And that's when you see these, kind of like a 3 to 4 foot tall dog that's entirely made out of metal with the eyes glowing. You can see the mouth just kind of like daggers, like 12 dozen daggers just scraping on one another as it kind of. You can see the claws, almost as long as daggers, just scraping. You can see there's fresh blood on them, dried blood. Looks like they've been battered and scarred. Black scorch marks on them. He's looking over the edge like, but then you get him inside. Ain't safe. Them animal things come out and hunt at night.
Who's
They
that?
patrol. They come from the town up ahead.
What's wrong with the town?
Goblins overtook it. But we're safe though.
The town just up the road?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you can see my hesitation of getting you in because those things are quite dangerous.
Definitely.
And
Are they wargs?
no, metal dogs. All metal dog.
Okay.
But the eyes are
I was just
glowing.
thinking of warg because
So, Chris, you're telling me the goblins control these things?
Well, I'm not sure if it's the goblins, but my wife can explain it better as he climbs back down and everything. We're safe in here. You can understand why we have the door barred and no windows. Just, my wife can explain it better as you guys go back down and everything. And you see Michelina's finishing up. Can I have some more? She went, why, sure, child. And she fills the last of it into her bowl and everything. Michelina's is eating it up right there. And eating the bread too, soaking it up just on it. You guys come back down through the makeshift bedroom, down the stairs, and there and there.
Did you see it?
Oh, I saw it.
Did you go up?
No.
She was down there with Michelina. She was eating it. She was eating everything. She was eating the bread. Like, oh, can I have some more? Oh, drinking the water.
Okay, so imagine a wolf, but forged from steel and made out of daggers.
And a larger wolf. like almost 4 to 5 feet ish. 3 to 5, somewhere in there.
So as big as a dire wolf.
But all it is metal and its teeth are like daggers.
I'm gonna look over to Chris. So how do you presume we kill something like this?
I wasn't presuming you kill. I was just meaning to, when the sun comes up, you're free to go, but I wouldn't go to the town or nothing and everything. But honey, we need to. No, we do not need to ask them.
Ask us what?
Ask us? Yeah, ask us what?
I see it's a look on his face. And she's like, and she kind of looks at her husband and starts to speak. We used to live in the town of Chris Dawn. 8 years ago, they got overrun by goblins. Came in and just ransacked the place. The town is pretty well set because the mountains on the right hand side and the back, unless you're coming down rope or tumbling down really fast, it's easy to pick off people and monsters and creatures with arrows because you're vulnerable up there. You'll be dead before you even get down. And the river is so wide that you're not going to be able to get across it because it's like 80 feet wide in certain places and everything, so you're not even going to swim across it, and the current's pretty strong, a flowing river, so you're not going to cross that. Only way through is through the main gate, but usually that is, we had it fortified, and the goblins just came in thousands by the horde and came in and just we were unprepared, and they came in and just took over, killed a lot of us, and we ran, and it was devastating. This used to be an outlook post for our town as we were getting more set up around it to alert us, but as soon as we got this built, they got overrun by the goblins and didn't have a chance to warn our fair city. So we are the last of our line of the Dons. Well, descendants. Our last name is Albuquerque. We're descendants and heirs to the Don dynasty. So we're actually in the role of, if you can say, king and queen. But our crowns got left up there in our mansion at the far end of town. And
You two are the king and queen of Chris Dawn.
well, descendants, yes. As the generations go by, the crown gets passed down and down.
So they're prince and princess.
Yeah.
Well,
But when the goblins overtook it, we didn't get a chance to get anything from our temple out. We didn't get nothing out of our library that we wanted. We know our librarians hid some books in there because they couldn't take everything. They hid a bunch of books in there, and hopefully they're still preserved and hidden.
do you know who's was leading the charge?
Just the orcs. Just the orcs. Orcs, goblins,
Ah,
kobolds.
we might be able to get their city back.
I mean, it's been 8 years,
Why do
and
you say that so confidently?
Because you can usually challenge the orc leader to a duel.
a lot of our temple stuff dedicated to Saloon, Our Lady of Silver, got left in the temple. And we've been hoping to get adventurers to go into town to at least get some of our books back, some temple items, and if possible our crowns. But everybody's went in, hasn't come back, and Chris kind of injects for himself right there. Well, I don't think they actually went in. I think once they got paid, they left and said they were going to, but they left. And the wife says, well, we have to have faith. We have to pay them, let them know that we want our stuff back. So we figure if we pay people to go in, they have incentive, and bring the stuff back to us and everything to get the rest of their payment. But we haven't heard nothing. And we got 50 gold we can give you, the last of our gold, if you, well, are you adventurers, she asked?
I would say yes. Well, at least I am.
Yeah.
But these three, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know
New adventures.
I say keep your gold. And then I'm gonna take down my cloak.
Take down your cloak, and it's kind of a startle through both of them, and they kind of jump back, and he's hesitant.
Don't
Look of
worry.
fear on his face, and her face is like,
I will help you guys out. I've been here a while. Not all. I know my
"You gonna
kind.
use your mind games on us and
No.
charm us and eat our brains?"
He's
No.
nice.
I know my kind is not famous for that, but there are some out there that are like me that just want to help everyone and prove that there are us good people in the world.
So
It'd be my duty to get your kingdom back.
there's an old guy kind of looks at you, the drow, kind of like, "So, are you Dritz then? The famous drow? Ranger?"
No.
Oh,
No, my name is Essek.
oh, well. Nice to meet you, Essek. But I don't need people to go fight my battles for me and everything.
It would
I don't
be
need
my
that.
honor.
But if you're serious about it and everything,
Plus, I haven't had orc brain in forever. It's a joke.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Sure. Sure, dude.
It's a joke.
well then
I'm gonna elbow him in the stomach.
you can elbow him in the stomach.
I was joking.
As
Ow.
she gets out, she goes to over there by the bucket where the water is, and kind of pulls up the floorboard and everything, moves some stuff and pulls up the floorboard. That comes up easily. "Are you sure you don't need any gold?"
I'm gonna go
We're
over there.
fine.
I'm gonna
We-
go over there and shut it. Like, right, shut the thing and walk
She's looking
and
at
say,
you. And
when
she
it comes
kind
morning.
of opens it back up,
No, no,
reaches
no.
down.
Mhm.
Well,
No.
you need something though.
You already gave us food.
You gave us food, you gave
need,
us shelter.
You need a map though.
We'll find it.
Okay.
We have a map.
A map?
Can I take
We
a
could
look
use
at
a
it?
map.
please?
Yeah. She puts it on the table. Michaelinus is right there, and she goes, "If you go through the front gate, you're going to be fighting a horde of goblins. You can't go this way because it's so dense. Huge lake that's been patrolled. Mountains over here. Our mansions up here, the temple, and our library. But your smallest passage is here to climb across. It's only 40 feet wide. And it's the easiest way to get into it because nobody's going to expect anybody through here. But if you go through here, there's no way you're going to get through here or anywhere through Elk to that river. But take that
So-
with you though."
Nonetheless, everyone, we have Plan A. I know from years of being frozen, I don't know landscape. But goblins, the only way they can get you is in numbers. So that's the way they will overpower you. But they are very, very weak. Like, literally, you can push them over and then they run like babies.
Well, we know that.
Did it a couple times in my time.
We fought goblins all the way to you, so.
So, we can go in the front gate, we can go in, we can challenge the leader to a duel. Might be able to take him one-on-one and get the control of the kingdom back.
Can you speak goblin or orc?
I'm gonna use the amulet and speak in just some bunch of different languages, like first Draconian, and then next Goblin, and then I'm gonna do Cambion for a second, then Tieflings, Inferno, and a little bit. Then last, I'm gonna speak in
Drow.
Drow
It's awesome. Drow. It's a.
Wow.
and be like, "Oh, sorry, you didn't understand me, did you?"
A linguist.
It's not me.
Do I recognize any of the Cambion?
You recognize a few things here and there. A few words.
But
Well, I mean,
it's all due to this amulet I got a long time ago. So I don't have to use ESP to talk to him in his own brain. It's in here.
whoa, that was
Weird, right? Cool. So yes, I can speak Goblin and Orc.
Don't do that.
What did he do?
And I'm gonna say in her brain nothing.
She struggles back, trying to figure out.
I'm
what
gonna elbow
voices-
him in the stomach again.
Elbow in her stomach is. She's not used to having voices in her head that aren't her own.
Kind of felt like I was going crazy.
Tell me about it.
And I'm gonna do both of them, trust me. It is. You'll get used to it though. I will help us in good situations. It's got me out of plenty of situations when I've been talking to my allies.
Does that mean that you can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
If he concentrates, he can. He has to concentrate. He can't just hear you. Right.
Like, I'm gonna focus on the king and queen.
Yeah. And they're just.
And I'm gonna say in their heads, we will help you.
They're kind of startled by that and shaken by that. They're thinking these are the mind games.
Oh,
To charm us.
he did it. He just did it, didn't he?
Yeah, they have little proof. They're like, what the?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
What did he do?
I'm gonna say in her head nothing. Swear to God.
That's the sweet, and that's like the.
Favorite. So as the group is kind
I
of
like the sweet one.
sitting there, finishing eating the dinner, and well, pretty much Michaelinas almost ate it all. And
I took like 3 bites, and
3
I'm gonna
bites.
give the rest to Michaelinas.
well, you went upstairs, so she kind of took your bowl, thinking you were finished with it. As the Tiffany was down there eating, and yeah,
I was hungry.
yeah. Them two kind of sat there and ate, and her Michaelinas was down there. I don't think she wants it anymore. She went upstairs. Somebody finished hers then because she didn't want it no more.
I'm still
So-
like, I'm gonna ask her where she got that badge.
Michaelinas?
Mhm.
It was on the guard.
Oh yeah, it was on the card.
It was on the guard that she pulled it off and thought it was kind of nice that she would grab it and give it to you because she thought it was pretty.
Do I sense anything magical coming from it?
Nothing magical.
Okay.
Do I know what it is?
I'm gonna stand up quietly and go to the king and ask him if he recognizes this.
He's like, studies for a moment. Yeah, that's a badge from the City Watch of Waterdeep. The guards wear them.
Waterdeep?
Whoa.
The guards wear them.
Was that on the guy in
Mm-hmm.
Stoney's tomb?
Yep.
I have a name.
Well, you haven't told us.
Alucard Jr.
What?
Alucard
Alucard?
Jr. I should say the second because my father was the first.
Alucard Jr.
Alucard.
Well, you can make yourselves and sleep down here, I guess. We don't have that much room upstairs. We can grab some blankets and some old clothing.
One question, and it might be selfish of me to ask, but I'd be very appreciative. Do you guys have any grog, or maybe wine, or...
I'm just gonna start laughing.
As
Are you
he's
even
like,
old enough yet in drow years?
Oh, yeah.
as he's like,
Of course.
unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Like he could use a
Don't-
drink himself.
Don't worry, we'll
I guess
get some.
They took that all.
I'm not... I mean, I'm trained well in a sword, but I'm not a hero. But, I mean, I guess I'll try.
We're all gonna learn to be, apparently.
And I just was hoping maybe they had a little...
Just drink your water. I like how I'm only 16 and I'm yelling at him.
The rest of the night is very peaceful because the scratching stops and leaves. He goes up there and checks out there with a lantern. Looks out the surrounding area and
I'll go up
Nothing.
there with him.
And in town, you can see the town, the city town. Looks pretty big, a lot more bigger than Tila. You can see certain lights here and there, possibly a bonfire going up on a building, just ablaze.
I'll be up there with everyone, too.
You can see that. And every so often you hear some noises coming from there, like cheering. And that's when you hear Chris. They're in their arena. They're doing something.
The arena?
Arena?
Yeah.
Like a goblin arena?
That's one place you would want to stay away from. Don't go near there. If you thought there was numbers there, that place would be swarming because of the arena that they
In the town?
in the town.
Is it marked on this map?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I just went up there and I'm sitting on the roof and I'm like examining this.
Yeah. You can see the town. Kind of hard to get to it. You can see the river on the big outside the mountains, and it's just like wow, a lot of noises at night. Other than that, it's pretty much peaceful all around where you're at. So people start getting dozy, sleep. He excuses himself to go down to sleep with his wife in the makeshift bed. She brought some clothing down to make pillows and everything. And
Before he goes down, I'm gonna ask, would you know what they're doing in the arena?
I don't know. We sent 6. There's been, I think, 4 groups of we paid to go in. We're not sure if any of them went in, but we haven't heard nothing from them for the last 2-3 years. Don't know if they're prisoners, killed, or just abandoned it and left with their gold.
These goblins have been here a while.
8 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
So, wow, okay. So that is now a goblin city.
We just want to get our stuff so we can start somewhere else new. That's all we need our crowns for, our books, and anything from the temple. At least we have something to start a new ground and new setting to something to start new, to put this behind us and start fresh, new.
Can you describe any of the books to me so that I make sure that I grab the right ones?
Yeah.
I'm not just grabbing random ones and they're the wrong ones.
One of them is the history of Kriston.
History of Kriston, okay.
Gaston.
The manual
Yes.
of Chris Dunnis.
Okay.
The volume of Lord Vess.
Okay.
And Saloon, our Lady of Religion.
Okay.
That one we had into the library because we figured if it was read there, they would give incentive for people to go to the temple of Saloon to inquire more about it.
Of course.
Because we do have certain artifacts, shields and tapestry and banners in our temple.
Okay.
And the one thing that we prized mostly was a gift from us was a wolf cloak.
Wolf cloak?
A wolf cloak. We got it during a trade festival with Tila many years ago, of a silver-lined wolf cloak we had in our temple as a sign of goodwill and friendship. And since Saloon is Our Lady of Silver, it seemed appropriate and fitting to have it in our temple.
That's where we're from.
In Tila?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's been many years since I've been there.
Yeah, we were actually just teleported for our
Coming of age.
coming of age
Oh,
ceremony.
At least the 3 of us were. We just ran into him.
Us 3.
well, it's getting late as he excuses himself and heads down and everything. And very bottom of the main floor, Michaelinus is sleeping next to the stove and everything.
I'm gonna like tuck her in more.
Okay. Night goes on and fires die down in the city.
I'm gonna be meditating, just
Meditating, sleeping.
I'm just gonna be sitting up next to Michaelinus and just studying this.
Mhm,
I'll be sleeping.
sleeping.
And farting.
No, I'll just be sleeping this time.
I'll sit with my blade quietly and then bow to it and then just fall asleep.
Fall asleep. As the night goes on, morning comes, and it's pretty quiet as they're making something on, they're heating up water and everything on the stove. You don't hear no food being cooked or nothing, or smell nothing being cooked. As you guys wake up, Michaelina's still sleeping. As she's making some hot water and dipping some leaves in it to get a little flavor. She goes, "Oh, sorry I don't have nothing for you to eat. The young one sort of ate it up last night, so."
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and hand them 2 of my rations.
You had some rations. Oh, well, thank you.
And I'll pull from the coin purse I found a gold coin and be like, slide it across the table for the hospitality and.
Well, you shouldn't have to pay us. We're happy to do this. You can keep your gold.
We ate all your food, so.
Well, the young one, she's growing. I mean, a little longer than you. Needs nutrition and everything, but you can keep your gold as she slides it back and
Okay.
everything.
Thank you.
You tried.
And she interjects again. You don't need the gold to take with you then?
No, we're fine.
I think so.
Quick question. You don't plan on taking the young one with you, do you?
Well, kind of. We're trying to find her parents.
So you can stay here with us, because the only thing we're doing is just...
If we're planning on going to the town, then I think she should stay here.
It's more than welcome. I mean, we
It
got...
might be best. It's,
We can come back for her.
We just got like laundry to do and scouts up some more food, so it's safer to go around outside during the day because those.
She can
metal.
help you get rabbits.
Yeah, she's actually really good. I've been teaching her. She's been alone in the woods for, I would think, about 6 to 7 years.
Oh wow,
So she's kind of messy when she catches things.
that's okay. I'll work on that right there.
But she's good at catching rabbits and skinning them, and we've been teaching her how to catch fish and not having to have their guts fly everywhere.
Put a look on her face like, okay.
It was really quite the scene.
Yeah.
It was quite the scene when we found her. But
Well, she'll be safe here, so wish you well. Good luck, I guess, but you ain't gonna need luck if you know what you're doing. I hope you'll answer our prayers.
Before we head out, you guys were talking about getting your things and moving somewhere else. How would you feel about moving back into the town?
We haven't seen what the town looks
Just
like.
throwing that out there. Okay,
We have no idea what the state or shape it's in, or
sure.
it might just be easier to start fresh.
We'll see. Okay.
it might also be easier to just rebuild.
I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go, guys.
Same.
so you guys have something nice and warm to drink on this morning. The overcast clouds are still hanging about. It's about maybe 41 degrees in the morning. You guys head out. Michaelinus is still sleeping. They're getting the stove kind of warm in that little house right there, that little outlook post. As you guys set out, which way you guys plan on doing? What do you want to
think
do?
that we should do the smallest passage.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
I don't think that we should try to go through the front gate.
I don't think so either. I think the front door would be a little bit.
I'm gonna pull out her map because I have it in my back pocket.
So,
Wow.
sorry, I forgot your name already.
Alucard Jr.
Alucard.
Can I
Oh,
call
you
you Al?
It's a unique name. Anyway, you were saying you can fight an orc's
Usually,
leader
it would
in
make
battle?
if you find the leader, which is the war chief, it would usually make you the war chief if you defeat him, because orcs rely off of honor. You must be honorable to do this.
Honorable.
So that's why they take the goblins, because they make it so it looks. They have cannon fodder, as they would call it. And basically, they roll off of honor. So
So
And if you would win, you'd become.
So you're thinking we find this guy and fight him?
I mean, the worst thing would be happen is we were thrown into the arena.
What
I
happens?
don't want to go into the arena.
What happens when we win? Then we have an army of goblins at our beck and call.
Basically, it would make us war chief.
War chief. Sorry, I was thinking of that this entire time. Every time you say war chief.
Do we want to be war chiefs?
That's the thing.
I mean, couldn't you become war chief and then tell them to go do whatever they want outside of this place?
Just leave.
That's if you become war chief.
So my question is, what's the plan? Do we slaughter the town, or do we try to become war chief?
I kind of want to go in and
And-
try to be undetected.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm fine with
At
that.
least try, but try to keep the casualties to a minimum.
With how many people, with 8 years of this, what I saw partying and all that, that's a lot of shenanigans happening.
Shenanigans.
She is.
It's about when mommy and daddy love each
Shut up!
other so much.
I'm 16, I know that.
All
I've
right.
just never heard anybody call it shenanigans.
So we sneak in, try to get their stuff, sneak out.
I mean, if it comes down to it, I think that it would be really awesome if we were able to get their place back, especially if it's not too damaged.
Yeah.
That was my thought.
But at the same time, it's like if it's too damaged, if it just feels wrong and that they wouldn't want to come back, then just grab their stuff and leave.
Okay.
As you guys come to a point where you've been walking and talking, you can see the gates up there far ahead. A lot of activity, even during the daytime. Even though it's overcast, you see a lot of little figurines up there.
Oh, guys.
More than you can count all together. And you can see the river up off that way.
Let's start heading towards the river. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were heading towards the narrow pass.
Well, yeah. The smallest passage is the river. We're still gonna have to swim at least 40 feet.
I don't know how to swim. Do any of you know how to swim?
I mean, I'm sure we can figure it out.
I don't feel like drowning today.
I'll at least try. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm 16.
Do we have
You're
rope?
like a freaking bajillion.
Did we ask them for rope?
I mean, I
You can
technically
see rope in the
have
little
rope.
outlook post. You saw only bare minimal stuff that's been scavenged and
I mean, I have rope. That's all broken. And I can't really repair it.
I remember that.
as the group's been talking, heading towards a small passage, about maybe an hour and a half later, maybe like longer than that, you did come where the river kind of goes smaller. And you can see the shoreline, and there you see the smallest passageway. It's about roughly 40 feet. River's going at a nice steady rate that if you go in at this point, you'll probably be swept down 30 feet, almost from the short part of the river on your side to the short part on the other side with the current river.
Is there like a stick or a branch on the ground?
There's sticks and branches all around. The tree line is kind of up a little bit. You can see a lot of trees have been cut down.
I'm gonna grab
And
a branch.
across, you can see a lot of the trees that form basically the other side. That gives a lot of shade and protection. You also see a few buildings over there too. And you can see buildings, tall buildings, small buildings. Looks like a part of town where nothing's really big, like houses and everything stopped on one another, and the river just kind of came out from. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a light little twiggy branch out into the water just to see how fast it's going, so we can get a kind of.
As you watch it kind of go, it kind of takes it at a decent speed. As you kind of watch it splash.
So, just so we all know how fast the water's going.
Yeah.
How long of a stick can I find?
Probably about 6 feet, 8 feet.
I'm gonna grab the longest one.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to stick it into the water, as like far into it as I can to see how deep it is.
As you're in the 6 foot, 8 foot, you're not hitting the bottom.
Oh god damn it.
So my thought is we start kind of up there and just swim and try to hit this little narrow point in the river.
What's past the shore?
Trees.
On their side,
Yeah.
trees, which kind of covers everything up right there. And you can see buildings and everything, but you don't see activity on this side right there because you got this huge river that opens up further down to the left of you that opens up wider. So it's like, unless you're gonna, yeah, you can see it basically. They made where the town was been built at. It's been very tactical because the river makes it challenging. And the other side of town, you can see the tall mountain cliffs that come down. That you're like, wow, you can just pick off people with arrows, or somebody slips, they're gonna fall to their death. And you can see, yeah, it's not a bad town that they had it placed right there. Just the way the goblins came in, they just bombarded and overran. They might have just came in through the front gate because, man, trying to come boats across here, you're just going to be getting swept further and further down. Then the other side, there ain't really trees to cover you, just rocks. Slip on one of those, and you're probably falling 80, 100 feet down to your death.
How many sticks can I find?
You can find as many sticks as you want. There's lots of sticks
All
all
of
over.
them that are about 6 to 8 feet?
These branches and trees are around about maybe 3 or 4 inches thick, and they're tall and thin. There's ones that have been chopped down, cut down.
I'm gonna grab a lot of them and see if I can make it long enough to where it'll reach the other side.
Yeah,
I'll help her.
Because
Yeah.
I have some rope and I can try to tie them together.
all right. Yes. They're tying that stuff together, pick it up, and the thing just kind of bends because they're weak. And it's like holding a big fishing line that's been holding like that. You tow it together, but it's,
If one person can get over there, they can drag it and then make it easier for everybody else.
yeah. You're getting all the rope together. All the bits and pieces are working. Takes a few moments as your guys are getting that. As the tiefling and Cambion are doing that, just kind of tying it stronger.
Can you float?
Can you hold me and see if I can float? I think I have a leather armor that I'm not wearing, or something that I have. Can you just hold it and I'll get in the water slowly and try to float?
You can feel the current want to push you and everything as you're.
But is she like getting sucked under, or is she sitting more on top?
A little both. She wants to compare her legs being pulled under, but the top is, unless she has something right there, she's being weighed down by the leather and the wetness of it,
Okay,
soaking.
I'm gonna like kind of pull her back
And
out
go back
onto
out
the
and
bank,
everything.
and I'm gonna give her 1/2 of the stick.
All right.
And I'm gonna say, take this over, and once you hit the end, stab it into the bank.
Okay,
So,
I will attempt
You
that.
grab that. The drow's like,
Maybe someone holding our end of the stick can stand here,
Well, that's what I was gonna do.
and then the person who's gonna swim across take the stick parallel with the river
Mhm.
and start upstream and then start swimming, so that way we have a little, little pendulum kind of safety net there.
all right.
What about the very last person though?
All right.
Well,
So
once the very last person or everybody else goes, then the other peoples can hold on to the stick from there, and essentially just pull them to the other side.
How sturdy did you build it?
you built it pretty sturdy.
I worked
We tried.
I worked as one of like the best peoples that makes weapons. I know how to make stuff.
And I
I've seen it.
can sew clothes and a bunch of other things like that.
Let's give this a try.
And that's when you kind of notice something there, Lilith. After checking some of the rope and everything, you see some of the rope is about ready to come undone because some of the knots weren't very tied well because she just thought they were tying well, and you can see like you get in the water, this thing's gonna like come undone, and you're just gonna be.
Can I try to retie them?
As you're going back to retie them, knowing your days of sewing and everything, how to make knots and everything, you're doing that, you're getting the rope. on there, like, oh, not bad, not bad. Refix, going through all that. You see her just kind of going back to the rope and fixing it.
I'm just gonna pout.
I'm sorry.
I like that. Double check.
As moments later, she gets everything done and she's got the end of the stick with the rope.
I'll attempt to do the plan of swimming parallel.
Alright.
You'll swim across. The current's gonna take you down anyway. I'm saying just start with the stick parallel.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way.
Alright. As you
Ready?
get in the water, give me a strength check.
My strength is 15.
Swim! Swim!
So it needs to be below that, right?
Below that.
11.
11. She gets in there. She's swimming. You can see the stick going like this, bending as she's going right there with the current. As she's swimming right through there, just splashing in the water, splashing and everything. She's quarter of the way, current still taking her. Splashing, the stick still holding on, you're feeding it to her. Halfway through there, 3/4, she's making her way over there.
Yeah.
And the mind flayer's just kind of sitting there. And he spots something out of the corner of his eye. Downstream, behind some trees.
Go, 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 go.
You see something kind of pointy. Like, whoa, what is that?
Wow.
I'm gonna look at it closer.
Kind of heard of some bushes and everything around over there.
Why are there bushes over there?
You hear it splashing, and the stick bending, holding and everything. What do you do? Just keep watching her swim across?
Yeah.
As
Yes.
she splash. She makes it cross and she is dead tired.
Yes.
Holding the stick and everything, just like you can see the exhaustion on her face. She's just like across over there, soaking wet and everything. Just like her arms would fall off. She can't even stand up. She crawls up onto the bank right there and is just laying there for who knows how long.
Lay on the stick.
I'm laying on the stick.
You're laying on the stick and she's like,
Her
no
body
strength
weight will
left.
hold it.
Okay. Who goes next?
You. But this time it's going to be a lot easier. All you have to do is hold on to the stick. And I'm sitting on the other side of the
I
stick.
have an idea. Just to save the integrity of the stick, I'm gonna start where she started. And then I'll start swimming across. And in case I miss the shore, I'll at least have a stick there for me to grab.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll walk down shore where
What?
she started.
All right. Up the shore where she started
Oh yeah, up shore.
and get in the water. And start. What are you doing, Mind Flayer? Just watching the whole thing?
Yeah.
You're watching the whole thing? Alright, give me a strength check there, Drow. Let's see if you're swimming there, if you're flipping and flopping and have to come back out because you're not quite sure.
Right. I got it.
You got, he's splashing, taking the current, kicking his legs, kicking his arms, everything's on him, splashing, he's making his way. About halfway, you see the stick right there.
Grab the stick.
Alright, give me a dex check to see if you grab the stick, 'cause the water's kind of hitting it, flopping it, bobbing it.
I got
As
it.
you grab the stick right there, as it starts pulling the way out, you're over there. You're watching this whole thing.
I'm kind of keeping my eye on that and bush.
The bush ain't moving, but it looks odd that something pointy is sticking out, but not moving, no.
It's down the river, right?
Yeah, down the river.
Is it on the opposite side?
No, it's on your side.
I'm taking my axe
Okay.
and giving it a quick toss in the bush.
He's gonna kick toss to the bush. As he's kicking his feet, You see the bush over there, your axe hits the bush and everything, slices it, and this bush falls off, and it looks like the front part of a rowboat. As he's over there, she's over there trying to hang on to it, but she's dead tired, so the stick kind of comes out from under her, and you're kind of 3/4 of the way across, and you see the stick just kind of flop into the river, and you see the thing just.
No.
Sorry, Tom. Take it.
Leah!
I'll try to lean on the stick more and try to.
Give me a dex check that popped out. And you're like, oh, so tired. You go to grab the stick.
I got it.
She jumps into the water right there, kind of grabs it, hanging onto the shore, just. As it's.
Do I have to make a dex check?
No,
Okay.
she did. You're hanging onto it, just. And she's over there struggling to hang onto the stick into the shore right there, hanging onto some branches or something sticking out the roots on the end right there. As you see them just struggling, and the stick is just. And he's making it across. He finally makes it across and is dead tired, climbs himself up past Lilith, out of the water onto the shore. As she's still in the water, hanging onto the root branch and hanging onto the stick.
Hey, Essek, you should help her and get the stick back on shore.
So is the boat broken in half?
No.
No,
Not
you just
the
saw
boat.
you just saw a front part of a boat over there. More stuff covered by bushes.
I'm gonna go over there.
You're going over there as you help her to shore then?
Yep.
You pull her ashore and both your arms are tired. You're just like, oh, they feel like spaghetti noodles. As you're tired, exhausted,
That wasn't
wet.
work out.
Very much so. As you walk over there, you see them kind of exhausted, like, wow. You walk over and you see the boat over there. It's a boat that's been kind of...
What?
You see a boat as more bushes have been used to cover this boat up right there. You see 2 oars in there. It's like, oh wow, nothing wrong with it. Fairly usable.
I'm
Where?
gonna laugh. I'm gonna look over
I
at
can
you.
swim at least.
As their arms kind of like wobbly.
Can we just use this?
Yep.
Should we bring it upshore?
Yeah.
You guys carry the boat. Looks like it's a 2-person boat. Not small, not big, but small enough to carry it. 2 oars in there. See, looks like, hey, a wine skin too. Or something. Water skin.
I'm gonna grab it.
You grab it. Something's still in it.
I'm gonna take the top off real quick and smell it.
Smells like wine.
I'm gonna close it really fast and put it like in my pants on the side so where he can't find it.
Do it.
And he doesn't see it because he's too tired.
He's tired. Oh, he's over there exhausted, catching his breath, just kind of. As you guys carry the rowboat up. That's when both of you see them walking over there carrying a rowboat upstream.
No. Oh no.
I'm just gonna be laughing.
Real funny.
There's something more that's funny, but you won't get to know what it is.
As you guys get up right there, the rowboat right there is in the water, it's ready to take off, and it's, yeah, no holes in it or nothing. So you guys
Do you
are
know
in it.
how to row a boat?
No.
Should we just let the stream pretty much take us, or what should we do?
I don't know. I'm not helping this.
What?
I'm gonna get in,
Alright,
and I'm gonna get in the front because I feel like I should be in the front.
okay.
And then I'm gonna tell him where to row.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, you get in and push off then? Or you ready, or you just kind of like, alright, it's.
I'm scared.
I mean, the worst thing is happening when we go downstream.
I still have a long
In a
end.
boat.
I still have part of the stick that I'm just kind of holding out.
Yeah, so it's just kind of.
River, just in case something
And it's-
happens to where they have a stick to grab. Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, it kind of bend all the way halfway, so it's going to be like. So, you guys, you tell them what to pick up an oar. Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna tell him to go and like cower down a little bit.
Okay, I'll push off and
You push off in the boat. You can feel the water starting to take you and everything as you
This feels weird.
I'm gonna just do this.
do that.
Wait, is it
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I feel weird.
You feel weird and everything. As you're splishing, he's splashing, the boat's going across right there, and that's when you spot a big old rat under the bench right there. Kind of comes out.
Oh god.
Rat.
Looks like he wasn't ready for water. Kind of runs up. Well,
Can I like wipe its mind?
as you're trying to do that, trying to wipe its mind, trying to get your powers and do that, and then you're like, rat just runs up and runs up her leg as she's freaking out. You're like, it ain't responding to you though,
What are they doing?
for some reason.
I'm gonna try to kick it off, but not stand up because I feel like if I stand up, I'm going to
How
fall.
close are we to the shore?
Oh, you're about maybe 30 feet away still.
Leah,
10 feet away from the
help me
first
with
shore
the
you
sticks.
came
Help me
from,
get him
but
out
30
there.
feet away from the other
There's
side.
something's going on.
As you
I'll
see
try
him,
helping him with the stick.
Yeah. and the stick is pretty much bent, it's almost level with the shoreline, 'cause it was strong, but with the trees it kind of just bent like a fishing pole.
Can I grab a stronger end to try to get it so that it's
As you're-
sticking more out?
As you're trying to do that, getting the stronger end out, you're splishing and splashing, you're trying to mind wipe it, but for some reason it ain't working. You're trying to do
Can I
it.
like grab his tail?
Alright. Grab his tail and everything.
What do I need to roll to grab his tail?
Well, don't roll a 1.
I got 17.
You got a 17, you grab his tail and everything.
And then I'm gonna throw him into the water.
As you pick him up and everything. Well, unbeknownst to you, you don't hear the little snap and everything, so you throw up and you see the rat. Apparently, might have been an old rat. Tail might have been halfway broken. Is holding a piece of a tail, and the rat tumbles down.
Please don't touch me.
Right onto your chest. As you're holding the tail, you see a rat there who's screaming with no tail. As you're mind flame, what are you doing? As you're like, ah!
Just kind of continue trying to get over.
As she's freaking out and everything. Nope, I need this dice instead. As she almost tips the boat, as you're right there, as the boat just kind of whoosh, as you're trying to keep the balance as it goes across the river, and you guys make it, miss the stick and everything. The rat's just running around down there. As you're wondering why
What is it?
you used to be able to do this, but you can't do it anymore. As you're paddling and you make it across, and the boat reaches the other side right there.
I'm jumping.
As she jumps out of the boat on it, and the boat just kind of rocks back and forth right there on the shore, and she jumps out, and the rat just kind of takes off through the trees and the brush.
Fuck that thing. Sorry for my language, but I don't like freaking rodents.
Man, you guys got a boat. Lucky.
No, not lucky. There was a freaking rodent.
I saw that.
I need to take a shower.
We got bigger fish to fry.
I have freaking rat cooties on my chest.
Rat droppings. Because she literally stared out of the rat.
I'm gonna yell at the two men to turn around
Alright.
and not look at the river.
You just kind of roll over on your side. And you guys still kind of exhausted still.
I'm gonna take
I'm
off.
just gonna keep one eye closed.
I'm gonna take.
Because you guys don't know this eye is
I'm gonna
Great
take
eye.
off my shirt, and I'm gonna take water and try to get as much of it off of me.
You do get that off because it's fresh and everything. It ain't dry, so you get it off.
No.
guys. I think we have a problem. I can't see.
I'm just gonna put my shirt back on and flick him on the ear, or what I think is his ear.
Can you see through your eyelids or something?
No, I can't see. Oh wait, I can see now. Man, you Bunch of squares. I'm trying to make y'all laugh.
One eye doesn't work?
No, it happened when I was a child. I was playing with swords, and I wasn't in. Yeah.
You weren't
See?
properly trained.
See, you see the scar?
Oh, I see it.
Lost all sight in the sight. Dad was very angry at me.
Ring it, put it back on, clean.
I wish we had soap. Can we get soap while we're here?
We get soap while we're here.
Probably. I'm sure they have a washroom, a water closet.
At about maybe 20, 25 minutes later, Tiefling and Drow feel a lot better. Their arms are not exhausted. They can actually stand up and walk without their legs being wobbly and feeling like they're steady. They can actually stand and feel like they can hold their weapons or something without it falling down.
I'm gonna turn around and like grab some of that wineskin and I'm like gonna slowly take the lid off and take a few sips and put it back and hurry before he can even smell it.
I think I'm good to go. Are you good?
Yeah.
Has
Let's go.
Lilith, Enix, Olikar Jr. I'll get it. And the shaman. You told the group your name yet?
No.
No, yeah, okay, that's right. As you guys start walking past the tree line, you can hear the water rushing back there. And you can see the town. It's been, wow. Upkeep has not been kept up. It's like it's been lived in, but nobody's taking care of it. Weeds growing everywhere, vines everywhere, buildings are broken down, nothing's been taken care of. Just nails poking out of buildings, wood warped. Some of the,
Just all overgrown.
yeah, overgrown, the shingles, clay shingles on top of the roofs are broken, missing. Holes in some of the walls. As you guys are making your way, it looks like
Right.
a small part of town where people would live at. Like a housing community of houses here and there. Nothing's really big. And you can see bigger buildings off in the distance, and you can see a small traveled path that like wagons would travel down on a road, but apparently there's nothing there. It's been overgrown.
I'm gonna
Gopher
pull out.
holes, snake holes.
I'm gonna pull this out
Alright.
and like be like, I'm guessing all of these are houses, but where's this thing?
As you see that, you're looking right there. Could be the building straight up ahead down there that you're seeing. A little bigger building than the normal ones around here.
Let's head there real quick.
And you guys are walking. Every so often you hear chatter. Off in the distance. Hear a couple drums in the distance.
I'm ducking down and
Place is filthy. A lot of, man.
tiptoeing.
Yeah, I'm trying to be quiet.
As you're walking, you can see a lot. It's just garbage and refuse everywhere. Feces smeared on buildings. About maybe a foot high. It doesn't smell though. Overcast and cloudy, so the sun ain't heating nothing up. This stuff is just dry. It just smells just of garbage. You can see dead animal carcasses that have been eaten partially and tossed.
I'm just gonna
So
dry heave.
not reclaimable is what you're saying.
I mean,
Reclaimable
You can
with
try.
lots of work.
as you guys are making down your road, parts of some of the wood buildings, some of the walls are collapsed, roofs are caved in here. As you see a few skeletons on the ground that have been broken apart or crushed by the building, maybe some of the townsfolk years ago. Tattered clothing here and there. Street lamps would have like candles in them are bent and broken. Any of the windows have been broken with glass. It's just like, ugh. You guys are walking. And you see the building up ahead, and you see, looks like the visitors. It does look like a temple. Not a big one, a small one. You can see it's been vandalized big time. Door broken off of it, the other door hanging by the rusty hinges.
I'm gonna like kind of sneak around a little bit to try to look through the door and see if I can see anything in there.
As you're sneaking around to the door, that's when you kind of spot a kobold. little kobold. He's about a foot tall. A lot smaller than the goblins. He's a foot tall. It looks like this is a small little person. He's just holding a stick there with a scorpion to the end of it. He's kind of like he's waiting.
I'm gonna reach inside my.
Yip, yip. Sounds like dog barking. Yip, 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 yip. You hear some more dog barking somewhere else. Yip, 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 yip.
I'm gonna reach inside my pocket and I'm gonna grab like 3 copper.
All right.
And I'm gonna like jingle them in my hand.
Hold on.
She's jingling. You're like, hold on. Jingling.
What are they
Kobold.
saying?
Yep, 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 yep. Yep. Clear. Are you sure? Yes. Liar. Okay. I am lying. Yep, 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 yep.
No. Kind of like secret.
Yeah.
Like, what way are they facing?
Well, they've got their back towards your guys' direction. You hear them yipping out there somewhere. Yip, 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 yip,
Do
yip,
the
yip.
rest of us see them?
Yeep. She kind of went up a little further and looked around the corner. You guys are still around the corner.
Okay.
And the kobold's right there. Starts walking. Yep, yep, yep. You hear basically clear. You hear a little. That's when you see about 10 more of them kind of come out through some buildings and start going toward the temple and everything and going in there.
I'm gonna take
And
like.
But you see the kobold kind of coming towards you 'cause you heard some jingling. And he's coming around. Kind of.
I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna throw them on the opposite end of the temple and see if he chases after them.
Okay. You throw him down there, he kind of. His little ears prick up and he takes off towards the thing, and you guys kind of hear a bunch of yipping and yapping in what looks like a small temple. A lot of yipping and yapping. And they're just like, alright, score, big time, yeah, woo, me, mine, no, kill it, stab it, dad, kill it again, dad, kill it again, dad, kill it again, dad, this is fun.
I'm just gonna look. Are you laughing for real?
I'm like, what? I forgot what stupid kobolds are.
I'm just gonna look at him very confused, like.
You want to know a race more special?
That's when you feel poking, Lilith, behind you, on your shin,
Instinctually, I'm just gonna go and smack it with the
and you
mace.
see a kobold poking you like, yip, 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 yip. You hear basically, surrender, you're my prisoner. Yip, yip. As she's like,
What's the armor class of it?
armor class
I
is
got a
7.
20.
Yeah.
As her mace, lets out a thundering boom. Boom! Smashes the goblin and the ground cracks and just kind of, it's like just a little boom! Sonic boom that just explodes some of the brick and some of the road and just kind of boom! It was like, she wasn't expecting that. That goblin just got pummelized. That's when you hear a lot more footsteps and everything, and she's like,
I'm just gonna look at him and say, should we go hide?
Oh wow.
Let's go hide.
Well,
guys-
you gotta come hide too.
No, I'm fine. Trust me.
as you guys run to hide and everything,
I'm gonna run inside
I'm
the
just
temple.
gonna be walking.
right inside the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna run where she's running.
You run into her, run into a building that's.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
stay here with Al?
Is there like a doorway near?
Oh, there's lots of doorways, buildings open, yeah.
I'm gonna duck into a doorway near him and just kind of lean so I can hear
Okay.
through the doorway.
As you're doing that, come in there. You run into a building there, you see
I
a
went into the visitor's temple.
visitor's temple, and you see a freshly slain body of a kobold that's been punctured and beaten and bloodied over and over again. It smells kind of like, not bad, it's a fresh smell, so it's not bad at all.
What else do I see? Is
And
there
you're
like a
looking around-
second story?
There's no second story, and that's when you see little kobolds. About
I'm
a
just
group of
gonna be
About a group of
she-
20 of them come around the corner, the little spears with scorpions on the end. Some of them are just like, they come around the
I'm
corner.
just gonna be like this.
They
in
see it?
The middle of where she hit.
Yip, yip, yip. And all of them.
I'm I'm gonna speak for once and stop.
What the hell is going on out there?
They push one ahead. Take him! Tasty! Little kobold like starts walking ahead, the look on his face of concern. The other ones are like, he kind of walks up to you. It's only a foot tall. Walks up to you, bends over and kind of pats his head, spits on his hand, takes the dirt off, and kind of makes it more presentable for you. As he's sitting, the other kobolds are sitting there just
Grabbing him by the head.
you can grab him
Pick
by
him
the
up.
head. He's like,
Who's your leader? Speak.
as you hear,
You're the leader? Who runs this town?
"Mm."
Who pays you? You greedy little bastard.
Oh, goblins pay us.
Goblins pay you, okay. Set him on the ground. Alright.
Yip, 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 yip. You hear, you hear him basically tell the other kobold, "You didn't want my brain, you wanted all of yours." So he kind of walks back. He says, "Go ahead." And they're like, they put down their spears, the scorpions on, and they're walking up there, getting on their little knees like they're ready to be eaten. And
I'm just gonna do
the
this.
little kobold is sitting there laughing. He's just like,
I respect him.
he's just sitting there.
Now, I would like to find the war chief. Where is he? Who knows?
Huh? Oh,
The orc.
orc. Oh, orcs. Ooh. You guys are in there hearing a bunch of this stuff and everything. They're just hear a bunch of yipping
I'm
and
gonna
yapping.
say to him, shh, quiet.
As they're like,
Where is he?
yeah.
Where? Army and I'm just gonna point out a random one. His brain.
They're like a little confused.
Let's start with him. If nobody sees me within the next 3 seconds, I'll go to another one. All y'all looking mighty fine and tasty. So start speaking up.
Yip, 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 yip. You hear bluffing. He didn't attack. Yip, yip. We got this. We got numbers. 20 of us. One of him. Yip, 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 yip.
I don't think you want to do that.
As one stands up, beats his little chest. Then another stands up, beats his chest. And the one you put down's like, yip, 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 yip. Ah.
I'm gonna grab that one I picked up,
You pick
grab him
him
by
up.
the head, and just start eating his brains.
As you pour your tentacles into it, he's like, they see that right there and they're just like,
Can I make it sound like the crack of his
oh
sword?
yeah, you're getting a crack of the skull. The tentacles are in there. You guys are in there. Hear something cracking outside and yipping and kind of like hear a bunch of ooh.
Sorry, forgot how much.
Can I just peek around the corner just to see?
You see a tentacle bored in through his ears, his mouth, and his nose. Just yeah, the kobolds are right there, just kind of. They look amazed. They're like, oh, wow. They're just like ooh and ah, but ee, yaw, yee. As you guys are saying, there's about 20 of them standing right there, just kind of looking. And they just
Yeah.
kind of pick their spears up again.
Where is he?
They're like, yep, yep. They're like, yep, yep. Understand? No. Yep, yep. Hungry? Yeah. He ate. Yep, yep. Now what? Yep, yep. Oh. Yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep,
Can I
yep.
take my spear and just walk next to him?
As you're about ready to step outside, you hear the goblins kind of stopping their little kobolds stopping their feet as they hear them doing their little war dance. Picking their little spears up, chanting, death, 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 death. dead. You guys hear yip, 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 yip in unison and everything. As that's apparently they think you're bluffing, so they're coming at you, and all of a sudden you see them yip, 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 just take their spears and little 1 foot full creatures, 20 of them launching towards you. What do you do as you?
Can I just start attacking with my axe and picking one up at the same time?
Let's see here. What do I go for? 30. All right. Armor class of a kobold is 7.
Does my soul scorch only work on one person at a time?
Yeah.
Oh, you fired that.
Great way to start off the battle, Ron. 1.
1d12. What do you do as you grab you're grabbing your axe?
Yeah.
Wave, dude.
5.
First attack roll of the night.
As he goes to pick up his axe, and it just he flips it out of his hand and it falls out and behind him and lands on the ground, right next to his foot. He just butterfingered his weapon onto the ground.
What damage is my short sword?
1d8, I believe.
For small?
For small of a short sword, 1d6.
1d6.
Large is 1d8.
I'm
So-
gonna
Oh, their turn, because he dropped his axe there, so they're just kind of yippee like, yee, surrendered! They're like, they don't even attack, they're like, he surrendered, so they're jumping up, prisoner, prisoner, yeah, he surrendered, because they just see his weapon come and fall down like he just dropped it, so they're like, we won battle! You hear all this stuff, we won, so you're up there, Drow, what do you do? Like they're ready to attack, but now they're like cheering and walking around a circle with them like the little spears.
I'm just gonna step outside with my hand on my sword and just make myself known to them, show myself.
As you make it known to them, they're just kind of taking surprise like,
Can I hold my attack in case anyone starts coming after me?
yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna hold until they start trying to attack me.
alright.
I'm gonna go up to one of them in the back and stab them with my spear.
As you come out with your spear and hit them armor class of 7, do you hit them?
I need a 10. What is that? I hit them.
You hit them! As your spear just...
Oh,
6.
As you see his body fall and just quiver like a shish kebab on the end of your spear, just... Yes. Well, it's not moving no more.
oh, boy.
And
Lyra?
then I'm gonna kick him off my spear.
That's you. Kicking them off. What about you, Lyra? Shaman? Or cleric? What do you do? Anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to attack one of them.
Yeah. Attack one of them. Armor class of 7.
14, so I hit.
You hit him with your mace and everything. Crushing the left foot, just sending it snapping back. Because he is on the ground dead. As they're going to advance. They're attacking. So,
I mean?
well, they're going to be attacking. So,
Okay.
you see them going, so you can hit if you want.
Okay, I will. I will immediately take a slice of the first one at me. That's a hit. That's 8 damage.
As you just take your two-handed sword and just go right through the whole body. What do you do there? He is dead. You just sliced him in half.
Okay. First round.
First round? Second? You want to take your second
Take
attack?
a second attack?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at the next one.
You swing to the next one. Do you hit the next one there? As you
Yeah,
just took the full body, just decimated it.
Cleave the other one.
Cleave the other one right there.
I just hit.
You just hit him. As you try to clean him, but you took off a whole left leg as he falls to the ground in a pool of blood. Alright, what do you do there, Mind Flayer Warlock who dropped his hand axe, throwing axe?
Can I, like, call it up to me?
As you call it up to you,
No, I'm gonna toss it again.
And you toss it again, trying to hit a creature.
I hit.
You hit.
Chester.
Will that like go through or no? Because I got a 5 on that.
Oh yeah, it went right through him. You took off him. You took.
Does it hit another one too?
Does it hit another one right there? It does actually follow through and hit another one. Since these guys are small, you took a left foot off, and another one came back and hit the other one right in the head. Took his head right off. Just. As now they are 14 of them. They decide to. Where are they staying? They are running. They just saw. 6 of them just get wiped out, so 14 of them decide to run. They scatter.
Can I grab 2 of them before they run?
It'd be. You do.
I'll yell, chase them, and run after one, and
Alright, you take off in one direction, chasing after. They scattered in multiple directions.
Are any of them in a line?
No.
Like one behind another?
can
I'm
I
gonna
hit one?
run
Yeah.
after one.
I hit him.
You hit them.
10 damage.
As you follow through, taking off a right leg. You got 5 of them. Alright, second attack.
I get 3 attacks.
You get 3 attacks, yep.
Okay,
As you're slicing through them, following this group of 5.
that's a hit. For 7 damage.
Rah, take a full arm off right there, dropping him in a pool of blood. And your last one.
Last attack is definitely a hit. 10 damage.
And you take off another arm out of place, dropping one in a pool of blood, leaving 2 of them. Alright there.
I'm gonna
Shaman
go
with-
after one of them.
As you go after them, how many of you go off in a group? 4 of them follow. 4 of them are taking off in one direction.
But none of them are in a line where I can
No,
throw my spear?
they're just running.
Shish kebabbing.
Shish kebabbing on one right there. You hit another one?
Oh yeah, I hit.
You hit.
For 5.
For 5 as your spear shish kebabs one on the right foot right there, just dangling on your spear.
I'm gonna run up to it, grab it, and kick them off again.
Alright there, Lilith. What do you do?
Is there any other near me?
Let's see. 5.
They're near enough for me to run after and get.
Trips.
Caught on something.
2 of them ran off another direction, leaving the other 3 in another direction.
I'll go after those 2.
You go after the 2 right there as you're running with your mace. Swing your mace and
17.
as you bash his right hand in the air into the side of a building, just killing them outright right there. As now we come to you, Kobold. You got 3 of them who were running. The ones that were taunting.
Can I run up, grab 2 of them, and then throw my axe at the 3rd one?
You'd have to
Yeah.
throw the axe before you grab them.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to do that?
You can.
I'm gonna throw my axe first then.
Then you have to grab them on your second round then. Because your axe won't
Okay,
be
yeah,
around.
that's fine.
Alright. So you throw your axe. Does it connect?
Yep.
I missed.
Armor class of 7.
Yeah, it's 13 to hit.
As you miss, your axe goes flying off right there in the kobold.
Wait, I'm dumber than dumb. That
It's
would be
his
a hit.
regular weapon, or it's his weapon, it would be a hit.
No, because it's counted as a missile. It's throwing.
Yeah, missing. So you miss it right
I
there.
hit. Sorry, I've been rolling a
Oh.
normal fat cow.
Alright. So your axe takes off a left leg for how many points?
5.
Yeah, left leg goes down, he falls in a pool of blood. As the other 2, man, they don't know. They're running and everything, but well, 2 of them see the big old drow warrior coming. They're gonna try to throw their spears at him. And one spear connects, hitting for a whopping 3 points of damage, as it max damages does.
Ow.
And the scorpion falls off to the side, missing you, trying to pinch you. As the three over there on the shaman kind of throw their spears, trying to get away from her as they're freaking out. All three spears hit.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Little spears hit for a whopping 3, 6, 7, 8 points of damage. And one scorpion bit you for 1 point of damage. I need you to give me a saving throw versus poison.
Oh boy.
As this little pincher pinches you and stings you.
Yes.
And he trying to fight off that right there. And then over there towards the cleric, you see one just kind of stops and just kind of throws his spear down, throws his hands up. Yip, 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 yip.
That's right.
He's just cowering right there. Yip, 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 yip.
Sit.
And he sits on the ground. You're up. You got 3 of them.
3 still?
Yeah. 'cause
Oh,
Thought I nailed
2. Yep.
Can I catch up to him and
Yep.
grab
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah. So you reach down, do you grab them?
Wow, well, that was a 15, right? Oh, really? Yes, I grabbed him.
As you grab them by their heads and everything, you're holding their like. Yip, 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 yip.
Then can I reach down to their throats and pick one up and eat one right in front of the other's eye?
As you're doing that, yes. The other one's struggling and everything. All right. You got 2 of them who are grabbing rocks now to defend themselves.
So I'm back to 2 attacks,
Yes, correct. And you got 2 of them there.
right? Can I make a suggestion? Instead of rolling 2 attacks, can I try to hit them with 1 swing, but roll 2
You got to
attacks?
roll at least 4 higher than what you need on the first roll.
Okay.
What do you need?
4 higher?
Yep,
The armor class is 7?
correct.
Okay, I have to roll 11 or higher.
All right, and if you miss them both then.
Okay.
As you try that,
Yeah! Totally whiffed it.
as he overhead,
He's trying for.
he was
too
trying
hard.
for them, so you took your both actions, tried to do 2 attacks, and tried to do them in 1 hit right there, and you missed it right there. All right,
I swung at my
I,
boots.
I
jump.
still have 2.
You got 3 of them.
3.
3 of them who are running, and they kind of see you at the. They hit you with the spear, so they're staying, they're gung ho, they're picking up rocks now.
Rocks.
Is there a way that I can take my short sword and just hit all 3 of them?
No, you're not quite specialized like the fighter is over there.
I'm gonna look at him and tell me he has to teach me, and then just take my.
Well,
short
he's
sword
off in the
and
distance
slash.
over there, and you're over here on this side.
Maybe
no.
one day, kids.
Alright,
I'm still gonna use my spear.
alright, use your spear. But you're thinking of using a short sword, right?
Mhm.
And that's when your spear kind of, all of a sudden it goes from a spear to a 2-handed sword. As you're like thinking of that, and it's like,
What the
whoa!
Yeah.
And you swing,
I hit.
and you hit. As this, whoa! It was like, that was unexpected.
Is it the same
Yep.
damage?
1d10.
1d10.
1d10, because it's a 2-handed sword. As you're like,
I'll pick that up in a minute. I'm just like freaking out because it's a sword now. 5.
As you take a right arm off him right there, he's like, ah. As now, all right, what do you do, cleric? He's like sitting there, and you're like, ah.
I'm gonna tell him to run. Go! Go!
He goes over there and kisses your foot, and then takes off running. Takes off running right there. All right, Gamers, you. The other one's right there, trying to struggle to get loose. He's trying to break your grip as you're sucking the brains out of the other one. As he is not even close to breaking your grip, as you
Can I just toss the corpse? Just
tops the corpse on the ground.
Look at the other one.
And he's like, no, no, the high pitched yipping.
Can I choke slam him just
As you
as hard as I can?
don't roll 1.
I got it.
As you bring him to the ground and smashing his chest, collapsing it onto the ground.
And I can his brains.
And go to his brains. All right, you got
3.
This should satisfy me for a while.
2 of them on you,
No, they're tiny.
and they're like picking rocks up, and they throw a couple rocks at you, and they go flying off in the distance, not even close. The shaman has,
Rocks?
yeah, rocks.
Throwing rocks now?
And the shaman has 2 of them there. They hit 3 spears, and they got their rocks, and they run up and everything, swinging their little arms with rocks and missing you. They got close, but they missed you, trying to bash you with rocks. All right, you got 2 of them on you. You gonna try that again?
Yep.
All right,
Same thing.
same thing.
But I have 3 attacks this round.
Yes,
So would that leave me with an extra attack
yes.
after this? Okay.
As you swing your sword, try to take them both at the same time.
I did it.
Whack!
Both in 2.
Oh yeah, you got them both in one hit right there, dropping them full of blood.
It's 11 damage. So
As body parts go flying everywhere there, and they're
there we go. A little rusty.
so you're right. You got 2 of them on you. You're telling it with rocks. They're trying to hit you with rocks.
I'm gonna try to hit them with that 2-handed sword again.
All right, you swing your 2-handed sword. Does it connect?
Swords.
No, you're not startled.
No.
As you miss. All right, there, cleric. Well, look what he does. You notice in the distance she's fighting 2 of them over there.
I'll go over to
And you
help her.
run over there and you see 2 little kobolds. You've got little rocks in their hands trying to hit her.
Am I able to attack?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You come up with your mace and
12. What is my armor class again?
7.
7. So yes, I did.
hell is that?
You did hit?
Yeah.
Alright. Your mace goes, and as you hear footsteps coming, gravel, turn around. Right into the chest. Collapsing his poor little chest. As you sucking his brain out, eating that right there. No kobolds on you. And the one on the shaman sees that. Did he notice his buddy getting hit? He did! And he decides to take revenge on his buddy and get revenge. He goes after the shaman with a rock. And misses the shaman with the rock right there. Alright there, Draw, what are you doing? You hear a little bit of battle in the distance there because everybody ran in different directions, but you don't see nobody.
If I look around, I don't see anybody.
You went behind some buildings here and there, you kind of look out, but you spot something though. As you're looking around, you see a building right there, and you see a corpse right there. Just kind of dangled over like a foot hanging up right there. Boots seem to be pretty new still.
Over the side of a building?
Yes. Bless you, that's tight.
Thank you.
Like on a roof?
Nope, just on the side of the building, like the wall has been collapsed and a
Oh.
foot is right there, hanging up, dangling over it.
I suppose I'll walk over.
Okay. As you're making your way over there, you hear the people fighting and everything.
Take a look.
And there you see what looks like a human. About maybe rough 30s. You see leather armor on him.
Is he kind of fresh?
He a few days old,
Oh wow.
bloated and everything, but you see a lot of spears and bite marks on him and everything. Little bite marks, like little stingers or something got into him. You see little spear holes, like what the kobolds are using, and yeah, it looks like he has a backpack there that's been ravaged and ran through, feces smeared over him. And when we were talking the night before with Chris and everything, you went into more detail about some of the adventurers. It looks like one of the people they hired.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see that?
I'll just kind of tug on his bag. Is there any weight, or is it just empty?
As you see, his coin purse has been cut. You see, there's there's some rope in there. He's counting that right there.
Coil it up.
50 feet of rope.
Whoa.
All right, shaman, you're up. You got one person there who's trying to fight the tiefling and the cambion. You swing your 2 on a long sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hit that time.
Yeah, hit him.
Oh, I need a D10.
What is it? Cheddar, just come in.
7.
7 as your sword just catches him right there and spills out his whole guts as he falls to the ground. Flop. Right in front of the tiefling right there. It all seems to be quiet. No more yipping and yapping or nothing at all. A lot of fresh blood. Somebody's got done eating a good meal over there. It's like, yeah. This is,
I'm gonna look over at him and say, "You're disgusting."
this is-
Hungry.
That's how I live.
That's just
What do you eat?
food.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kind of leave the body and go find everyone.
Yeah. As you're coming out, you see the other people there. You see fresh, I don't know, slime juices on the tentacles. Like he's got done drinking something really wet and refreshing.
Mm.
There's a little blood in there,
There
too.
you are.
Drow's got
Blood.
rope on his shoulder.
The frick did you get rope?
Found one of the adventurers that they hired back there. So
Did he
I
still
guess
have a
he's
backpack?
dead.
It's not looking too good, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a backpack. It felt empty. I didn't rummage through it. It didn't feel right.
Will you take me back there? Because we
Just
only have one backpack.
I got the rope from his bag. Oh yeah, that's a good point. can grab
So
his
I
bag.
have one backpack that me and her have been working on fixing, and it's pretty much fixed.
Yep.
Might as well grab another backpack so that one person's not carrying everything.
Yeah.
I'll walk everyone over.
You walk everyone over there. Yeah, because the backpack you guys were repairing has been repaired and usable. You got one backpack, and there is another backpack that is usable too. It looks like it's been ravaged. You see the body, a little bloated. No flies or nothing. You see a lot of little stinger marks on it. And puncture wounds from little spears that little kobold use, and coin purse ripped.
Is the bag smeared in dew?
No. It smells rancid, but it's not smooth. As you kind of dump it out there, some spoiled food in there.
I'm gonna check all the pockets.
You're checking all the pockets. Most of them been empty. Have been already been searched already by the little creatures.
Put the rope back in there, I guess.
Yeah, let's put the rope back in here, and then I'm gonna toss it at him and say, "You carry it."
Backpack.
I already got mine.
Bang, bang.
Real quick, what does my two-handed sword do with large ones?
Same as yours, 3d6, right?
3d6.
Hey, Ron, question.
Yes.
Is the guy half a light that got crushed? How recently was it? Can we tell?
Within the last few days.
Last few days.
Yeah, it's
So the blood is still fresh?
No. That's
Okay.
that's nice. Coagulated and
I'm
everything.
gonna look at these guys and then kind of sneak off without them knowing, like, around the corner to where I killed them. I'm gonna get a couple vials that I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut a little bit with my axe and just drain some blood into there and
Alright.
kind of put it on my body.
Alright, so you're draining some blood into some vials. The group is right there looking at the guy right there. Yep, it looks like he's met his mat at the kobolds. Like the scorpions, poison might have done him in because they have a lot of stinger marks on them.
What kind
I'm
of
gonna look down at my leg and see if I have a stinger mark.
You do, but it doesn't seem to be affecting you.
What kind of shoes would we have been wearing? Just like
I have red leather boots.
townsfolk shoes?
Townfolk shoes, yep.
Alright.
And these boots there seem to be a little more sturdier, a little more heavy duty.
I kicked my shoes off and I'm pulling off the boots.
You're pulling off the boots and everything, and kind of pull it off. 3 silver fall out of the boot.
Oh, hey! It's my lucky day, guys.
Yeah, silver. Oh, what do you know?
See,
What do you mean?
puts it on, got some nice, hey, some boots that are fitting good, a little more heavy duty. Alright,
Boots.
not bad. And you can still hear stuff in the distance of yipping and yapping, like fighting going on in the distance.
I'm gonna look around.
Seems like to be nothing inside this. This building's been ceilings collapsed in here and there, leaving it open to the sky above. One wall collapsed halfway.
I'm gonna pull out the map and try to figure out kind of where we are now in
Mhm.
associations to the visitors temple.
So as you're looking at the map and looking at your surroundings, looks like you're probably just about right here.
So if we can quickly get across this road right here and then just go straight through all the houses, we'll hit the library. And that's where we need to go first to get all the books.
Okay.
But we need to try to do it quietly so that we don't get into another fight. And don't freak out so badly and make such a huge commotion.
I didn't think it was gonna make such a big sound. If something was stabbing me, okay, it would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mind Flayer shows back with the group right there.
Where'd you go?
I was here the whole time. Don't look at me that way.
Okay, let's go.
As the group makes their way slowly and carefully across the road, you guys are making way through more slums and everything. And you came around a corner, you hear a lot more noise and commotion. Then you see some goblins, about maybe 30, 35 of them, pushing around maybe 10 kobolds. Blah, blah, blah. Blah.
Did we
Are they
cross
in
the
front
road?
of
You did cross the road, yeah. They're on the other side. Looks like they're
They're like into the trees.
They're inside these little houses.
right there in front of a house and everything.
Oh,
There's
houses. Okay.
yeah, about 30, 35 goblins just pushing it. They got their, you can see them, they got short swords on them, crude and everything. And you can see them just pushing around these kobolds. And they're like, blah, 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 blah. And the kobolds are handing anything over of value to the goblins. Goblins push them around, push them in the mud, push them down to the ground. And about 30 of them walk off, just heading back up north towards,
The temple.
just heading up north. Heading north, and the kobolds are right there like, take off, scouring, pissed off and everything. You see
I'm
that.
gonna wait until I see that they've all disappeared and then just keep going.
As you see that disappear, you do. As you come to the library, you see the library up in the distance, you see some commotion going on. You see 2 humanoid figures inside and everything. And you also hear that metal daggers. You're, ah! Whoa!
Oh boy.
As you come around the corner there, and you see the temple, 2-story tall temple. It's still in very good shape. Hasn't crumpled down. Looks like it was withstood the test of time, and maybe still be blessed partially by this saloon. But it's not seen the ravages like the rest of the building. It's been weathered, but its ceiling is still intact. There's still broken windows and vines and weeds popping out and everything. And that's when you see one of the metal dogs just right inside the library there. And you see a figure inside battling, and you see somebody else up there on the top just battling, and you hear a lot more commotion, and you hear what sounds like goblins in there. You hear what sounds like bowstrings being fire inside the library.
I don't know what to do at this point.
Does it,
I don't think I want to fight that dog.
does it sound like survivors in there?
Almost. And looking from what I can see, is it looks like humanoids. It looks like us humans. Well, not.
You're not human.
I'm not human, but I kind of have the features of most humans.
Give
I have
me
hands.
the
I have
demon.
feet. I don't have tentacles on my face. I'm gonna push him.
You push him. Ah! In the temple. You
How big are the
hear a
doors?
voice of a lady. I'm coming! Ah! I'm getting hit by arrows!
In common?
In common. What do? Mind flare?
Where are the front doors?
Shit, maybe we should help. Oh,
Are we doing library first?
Yep.
Or temple?
Going to the library.
Looks like you're at the library first.
go to the library. Hope you got your card. You don't want to have to fill out another library card.
Fill out another library card.
What'd you say it was?
Library?
So, let's see. Ground floor, upper floor. So the doors to this are right here.
Right there.
That's the only doors. The windows are small, but there's bars on them. So it's kind of hard to even squeeze through them. Maybe if your Michelinus' size, you could, but the tiefling's pretty small, but
Iron bars.
she is not going to be able to squeeze through there.
Who's blinds?
It's Dragon Ball Z clown. Whatever the fuck those are.
Let's go.
All right. What does the group do as you're like saying that, running up to the doors?
I'm just gonna push the doors in.
The doors are actually been pushed open. The doors are open and everything.
I'm gonna walk in like I'm a
As you
badass.
walk in,
Just walk in and be like this. Look around, just
as you walk in, you see a goblin running towards you. Savagey drool on his face, white foam coming from his mouth.
can I grab him with my tentacles?
Well, let's see.
I'll be behind him.
Where's your person?
Really?
Not
Oh.
his person. He's behind you.
Oh yeah.
All right. Armor class is 7. Or no, 8. 8. He's a goblin.
Well, I got a 17, so
You hit him. You grabbed him.
They have a lower armor class?
Yes. They're not quite as fast.
Oh,
The Kobos are seen to be more quicker. That's why they're
they're a little
as
bit
you grab him and everything.
not many his brains.
And you're gonna start eating his brains right there. All right. As now we go to Enix.
Oh, God.
What do? You hear more battle coming inside.
I'll just step into the doorway and have
Where's
my,
your figurine at?
he's up there.
Yeah.
Right there. As you step into the door, you see him right there, and you see some other doors open. And that's when you see 3 goblins right there who are fighting this female who seems to be wearing kind of like a bikini, but made out of hide and grass and straw.
Oh, sweet.
As she's got her hair all dirty and messed up and everything, and she's right there
Dibs.
as she is holding a stick and everything. Not a spear, not a sharpening stick, just a stick as she's swinging at these creatures. Or
Quack.
I'll run up behind
That would say what.
the closest one and just try to take him in half.
all right, and you're taking him in half right there. Armor class of 8. Do you hit him? First attack.
I did.
You did for how many points?
Fitting. For 10 damage.
As he falls around, what do you do for your second attack?
I'll step up to the next one and hit him with the backhand.
As you hit him with the backhand right there, do you hit him?
Natural 20.
As your sword just basically just lets out a thundering, like the sound of applause, and
I didn't do it.
whack!
You ever seen you played Halo with the grunt, right?
All right, there,
Birthday party?
cleric.
Of course.
Lilith, what do you do?
Grand birthday party.
Tiefling, you're up. What do you do?
I'll go ahead and attack one of the goblins.
All right. As you run in, he's got that one right there. As you run in, see the other goblin on the other side, stairs, and of course that's when you kind of see some more.
This is the only one alive.
That's the only one alive right there. And that's when you see a couple more of them kind of coming around the corner, who are behind these tall bookcases and shelves and everything.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to this one.
As you run to that one right there, he's like, "Wah!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just barely hit.
Yeah.
As you hit him for how many points of damage as your mace goes in?
Yeah.
8.
Whack! Smashes his poor body right there as you take off his left hand, bashing it against the bookcase. As now we come to as you ran in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after that one.
As you squeeze past there.
I'm gonna hit with my two-handed sword again.
You hit with your hand of sword, does that connect?
Of 8?
Of 8.
No, natty 1.
A 1! Oh no, 1d12. What happens? You come run here with your two-handed sword.
12.
Wow, this ain't good. As you go to swing, could be the grubble on the ground. You kind of stumble back and kind of hit her by mistake as you get used to this weapon.
I'm sorry.
What was the damage?
6.
As you're like, ah!
It wasn't bad. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna heal myself.
As he's right there. As the goblins turn, the archers on the second floor and they fire down because they're able to
shit.
see.
Okay. Cool.
2 of them fire towards the tiefling.
Teeth.
The first one shoots a couple arrows down at the tiefling there. 1 arrow hits for a whopping 2 points. And of course, the shaman's there. Two arrows come flying down, and both of them miss. Hitting the bookcase. But the drow is right there, and all of a sudden you hear the metal dog comes out right there, lands on top of the bookshelf right there, and comes with daggers towards you, and misses with a bite. But at least it's 1 paw attack as it follows up with a claw attack, and
Ow.
for 1 point, barely catches you right there.
Yeah,
All right, you're up. As you eat his brain, and
Can I walk in and just toss the body in the middle?
as you go in, I'll toss the body in the middle right there.
I'm gonna look at the wolf and take my axe and throw it at him.
Armor class of that is 4. Of the doggy.
Oh crap.
Dan, awesome. Great way to start out. Fucking 1.
Dude, put him away.
What'd you roll?
Go
Oh,
throw him in
purple
the,
one.
go throw him in the litter box.
1d12 as you throw your axe in, but this time you
7.
Oh, dear.
it falls in front of you.
Again.
It fell in front of you this time.
As he's like,
It's all the
it must be rusty. It must be all that years just frozen, just right there, and it's turning to stone. All right, cleric, you're up. What do you do? She stumbled back, hit you. You see a metal wolf dog that's fighting a drow. You see 2 goblins over here. You see 2 archers up there who are firing down. And you hear another metal dog up there, and you see her just kind of with arrows in there fall back a bit because she got hit multiple times with arrows.
I'm
You hear that?
cast my Guardian of Faith, and I'm gonna put it right here in the square.
And you cast your guardian of faith and put him right there. As now we come to Colin, the drow.
I'll instinctually swing back up at the giant metal dog towering over me.
All right. I'm a class of 4. Do you hit it?
I missed.
As you miss the first attack, second attack comes around.
I hit that time.
You hit it.
18 for 10 damage.
10 damage. And that's when you realize, oh man, this weapon is slashing into this thing right here. It's not doing as much damage. Third attack.
Okay. Missed.
As you miss that.
Do I notice that his slashing doesn't do anything?
Oh yeah, you notice that.
Okay.
All right, you're up. What do you do?
I'm gonna go after the stupid goblin.
As you make your way to the goblin right there. Do you hit him?
Yes, I do.
For how many points of damage?
12.
As the goblin lets out a blood stream, as you took off his left foot, toes go flying up. He falls over the side right there. As now the goblins, you're too far away. They can't hit you with arrows. There's too much activity going on. She's right there. Got a goblin who comes around, swinging his 2-handed sword, and he hits you. Hits the shaman for a whopping 4 points of damage. And he's dancing around. The other 2 shoot arrows. They can't really get to anybody else. You're sort of covered up by the everything right there. So they continue their attacking onto the female. And that guy just dropped his bow on the floor up there. But you hear the metal dog scraping and some guy up there battling. You hear a bookshelf collapse. Fall over upstairs. As the dog goes to the drow.
Nice doggy.
Goes to take a bite. And bites you. Takes a hefty bite out of you. 3 points of damage. And then a claw follows up and misses. As it's on the bookshelf right there. The goblins are kind of like, you hear something commotion, like, what is that? I'm not sure. What do we do? They seem confused by it. They're staying away from right there, backing away. As now we come to Europe.
Can I recall my
Yep.
axe? Then instead of throwing the sharp side, can I throw the butt side?
Yep.
Just... Okay. So it is a 4, right?
Correct, yes.
again.
You missed right there. All right, Cleric, what do you do?
Yeah, I missed. I only plus 3.
I'm gonna look at the dog and I'm gonna tell him play dead. Or no, dead.
Dead. As you're trying to command this metal dog, dead. It's not responding to your command.
Yeah.
As now we go to Warrior.
Does casting fairy?
No, it's a free action. You can do it.
Okay. But how many times can I use that?
Don't know. You haven't really used it that many times in a day.
Yeah. Okay, I'll cast it on him.
On the dog. Armor class of the dog is now is 5. And you swing your sword.
Yep. I'll take a swing at him.
Alright.
If that was live. That's a hit.
That's a hit for how many points of damage?
For 9.
Second attack.
That is a hit for 8 damage.
Alright. And that would be your 2 attacks, correct?
Yep.
Yep. As now we come back to the right there. Shaman, you're up. What do you do? You dropped one little goblin there. You got another goblin in front of you.
I hit him.
You hit him. Do you hit him?
Yes.
For how many points of damage you do to him?
10.
10. You slash him, dropping him to the ground, and pool of blood right there. He ain't no longer moving. This goblin sees what's going on. Runs upstairs, and she's like, ah. Runs away from there, out of the way of the firing. Not sure what happened, but they moved back away from the opening of the floor of the ceiling up there. The dog is still there. Swings. The person right there. And takes his paw and hits a paw for a whopping 1 point. Follows up with the other paw that hits for a whopping 2 points. As now we go to you, Mind Flayer. What do you do?
Can I use a Pain of Death on the dog?
Pain of death. Yeah?
That's I have to roll the hit, right?
Yep, I got your spells.
Nailed him.
As you throw your spell at it right there and it hits it.
1 point. Well, so it says plus charisma. What is charisma on a 13? 0?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's 1.
Oh no. Sparked it there. Alright, Cleric, what do you do? Goblins, you saw the goblins up there on the second floor. You move back away out of your view. You hear commotion still up there. You saw the goblin run up the stairs.
Would roll over be 1 word or 2?
Give me 1 word. Roll over.
I'm gonna tell the dog to roll over.
And you tell the dog to roll over. What are the chances?
Roll over.
As the dog rolls over,
Good boy.
knocking over the bookcase towards you. Give me a dex check.
Sorry.
I got this. I'm a swordsman. I totally didn't get it.
As you're right there, a bookcase just falls over on top of you there for 3 points. Boom!
Sorry.
The dog rolls over. As you're like, all right, dog rolled over, knocking over a bookcase. All right, there, brave drow. Enix, what do you do? So you're like,
Am I buried by a bookshelf?
take a round to get yourself unburied there as you're
And
climb out from the robo.
Sorry.
I'm going, now that the stupid things are gone, I'm going to run up to the dog, but since I noticed that the slashing isn't working,
Okay.
I'm going to take the hilt of my two-handed sword and try to hit him in the head.
As you do that, you notice your weapon changes into a mace. What?
Okay.
Down. As you swing.
I hit.
As this thing takes the brunt force of that.
Only took 3 points of damage. Or no, 4 points. Sorry. 4 points, because it's plus 3.
As the dog takes a big old whack on it right there. The goblins ran upstairs. You hear more commotion, more thumping up there, more. The goblin's right there. The dog
Now it's
rolled
gonna be
over.
after me, huh?
Comes after you.
It's a little flat part. Yeah. To charge.
That's pretty cool.
Misses. So it misses completely. Didn't even connect at all with the bite, so he doesn't even get a second attack on it there. Alright, as we go to the Mind Flayer who's standing right there. You see the girl over there leaning against the curtain right there, patching her wounds, putting like a moss on them, and looks like a guacamole dip on her arms and body. You hear commotion up there. Where are you at? You hear, I'm coming, hurry! You hear that?
I'll attack the dog again.
As you attack the dog
With
again.
piercing strike.
Piercing,
Yeah, let's do piercing strike this time.
piercing strike. As you,
Natural 20.
as your spell hits it, it just seems to just draw the energy out of it. You see the pupils and the dogs just go out, and as it collapses to the ground, like daggers and dropping swords on the ground, just crashing to the ground.
Am I holding a mace now?
You're holding a mace.
My cute little warm hammer?
Yep, warhammer. Not a mace, a warhammer. That's what I was thinking of.
I'm just
My
gonna
On it
look
there.
down at it and look at everybody else and then look down again.
All right, there, cleric, you're up. What do? You hear commotion upstairs. Hear another bookshelf tumble over up there.
Is the dog dead, or is it?
It's dead down this one, yeah. You hear the metal jaws from upstairs.
I'm gonna look around for any of the books that we were.
As you're looking around for any of the books and everything. All right, Drow, you climbed yourself out.
Brush off the dust.
And that's when you see, all of a sudden,
Oh boy.
metal dog and a big old person fall through, hit the bookshelf right here. Front of you, you see this person, the dog.
Do I have enough time to step back?
Give me a dex check as you're like, oh,
Oh, the chicks.
Oh, shit's hotkeys. Oh, what's my dex? I have to roll under, right?
yes.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
As you jump back right there, you see this guy hit the bookshelf. He's like, hits the bookshelf. The dog lands. He's just going, boom! And the dog. Lands over there. All right there, Mind Flayer, what do? You see another one that just took this guy over right there. And that's when you see little kobolds piercing out their little bows and arrows up there.
Did I get my turn?
Oh no, you're right. Your turn.
Okay, so when I see that happen,
My bad.
oh no, you're fine. I'll just run straight over to the dog and
Do you want to take mine?
As you run over to the dog.
We're just coming that 20.
Armor class 4, so this one doesn't have fairy fire.
right. That's a hit. For what's 9 plus 6? Nope, that's 15.
Alright. Second attack.
That's a natural 20.
As your sword just. Yeah.
Makes that sound again?
Makes that sound of applause.
Sweet.
All I can think is, yay!
16 times 2, 32. 32 damage. Dwam.
A big hit as much right there. This dog is still standing. So you're like, ah!
I got one more attack.
As you swing your sword again, and
I still hit him for 12 damage.
despite the pummeling he's giving his dog, it's not taking that much damage because he's slashing at it.
Can I yell at him to use the hilt or the bottom of his sword, not his actual sword?
The hell?
Yeah, the hilt. I'm gonna yell at him and tell him to use the hilt of your sword, not your actual blade.
Bludgeoning. I'll say that.
Boom, you're up. What do you do?
I'm going to run around.
Which direction?
The shortest direction. And I'm gonna hit him with my warhammer again.
Hit him with your warhammer. Does the warhammer connect?
No.
No. All right.
Please don't tell me he's hitting me.
No, he was going at the person that hit him the hardest.
Oh, okay.
Takes a bite. And bites the drow for a whopping 4 points. Follows it up with the claw attack for a whopping 2 points. And you're up, Warlock. What do? You see those goblins up there? They're just waiting. You see them, their bows are drawn. They're just waiting. They're looking at you. They see you. They're just waiting to see what the outcome is. What do you do?
I'm gonna attack the dog with piercing strike.
Piercing strike as you...
I got a 19 on that one. So
Boom! That's at full effect. Give me the damage as you hit it.
shoot, darn it. Oh, I'll have to do that later. 5 points damage. And at that, can I drink a vial of blood?
Yep. As you hit it, boom! The thing collapses.
Oh,
As
man.
you guys look around, right there.
We should go upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna start bolting it.
So it'll be all right. You're up next there, Clark. What do you do?
I'll start heading towards the stairs.
Hey, Drow.
How high up is the second level of this
About
little
20 feet.
This little overlook?
Man, he fell 20 feet. Like you fell in the hole 20 feet.
Okay. And how tall are the bookshelves?
Bookshelves, they're only about maybe 6-7 feet.
6, 7.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's too high for me to jump up to the
Oh,
second
yeah.
level. Okay.
too high.
I'll turn around and follow Leith. Oh, wait. And then I'll see her and I'll be like, oh, hello. Who are you?
Don't worry, get them first. We'll read introductions later. They're still up there.
Okay, stay here and I'll...
Alright, as we come to...
I'm gonna run upstairs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. The goblin turn now before the warlock right there. So people are going up the stairs. They're gonna fire down.
They're gonna hit the tiefling.
The tiefling. They're firing the little bows and arrows. As she's right there. See 2 arrows go by her, but 1 arrow hits her for a whopping 4 points. On it. Alright there, Warlock. What do you do, Mind Flayer?
Can I see the goblins?
Oh yeah, you can see the goblins up there.
I'm gonna use
Use things.
I'm gonna use piercing strike.
Piercing strike.
Nailed them. Yeah, nailed them. Nailed one of them.
Nailed one of them.
Four points.
Did I die yet?
He staggers back and falls to the ground like he got knocked back. You hear, "Ah, blah, blah, blah," skirling voice like doesn't understand, like bad magic. As now we go to. So run it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's where you got. You have one more space one. You see the goblins over there. One on the ground. This one right here is struggling to get up, and the other two have their getting ready to fire more balls. What do you do?
I have a crude dagger on me, so can I throw that at
You
him?
can't throw it at him. Yeah. I'll hook it.
Oh.
9.
Armor class 8.
Mm-hmm.
I just barely. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be based off my original THACO instead of my weapon THACO?
It'd be based off a missile.
Missile?
If they don't have a missile, then it's a regular tackle, yeah.
Okay. So no, I don't hit.
As your dagger goes flying and hits the edge of the board right there, the railing, shink on it right there. As now we come to the drow. 1, 2, 3, 4's right there. What do you do?
How many spaces can I move?
8.
8. Yeah,
Yep.
4 right there. These two bookcases are turned over on their side.
Oh.
The other two on the other side are still standing, but you can see they've been battered and bruised.
I'm going to turn and run and find cover right here.
Alright, so you improve your armor class right there because you're hidden right there.
That's my last 4 spaces.
Alright, I can't be in. The shaman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to stay right there. And the one on my right,
Okay.
I'm going to do Soul Scorch on.
You do Soul Scorch on them.
Hey.
For 10 points.
As you hear, ah! He falls down quivering. Going to convulsions. You see the blood kind of just in his eye sockets and everything as he's losing life just on the ground. As these guys are right there, the drow ran across, made himself hit him, but these two, one goblin stands up, takes his turn to stand up. He got hit by something, doesn't know what to do. He's struggling to stay alive. And this guy shoots an arrow. The first person. Be the tiefling. He shoots an arrow and hits the tiefling with an arrow for 6 points as he gets hit. Boom!
I'm passed out.
As he passes out, just to the ground. The arrow took her right there. All right, there, Warlock. What do you do?
I take another piercing strike shot at one of them.
Which one? The one that's getting back up, or the other one who just shot?
No, the
arrow.
one who's getting back up. What's their armor class?
8.
I hit.
You hit for how many points?
That's a 5.
8 points.
As you do that, you see his eyeballs just pop.
Neat.
To the ground. Clark fell down to the ground. All right, Drow, what do? You saw that? You saw the eyeballs pop. You saw the other one fall down. His eye, like blood rushing through his eyes. There's one more standing there.
Pull my sword out and full speed.
Hello.
Do you hit him? Armor class of 8.
I hit him with an 11.
An 11. How many points of damage you do to him? This guy's.
That's 13 damage.
Blah! You take his body and decimate him right there. As you're kind of looking around, you see her on the ground, but you see a lot more goblin bodies on the ground. At least 8 or 7 more up in here. Crude broken arrows, like there's been a battle in here. Most of their bodies have been bashed, like they've been a bludgeoning weapon and everything.
Can I yell at him to bring the chick up here and him to come to me so I can heal everybody?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You go there and she's kind of.
What about the guy?
He's like there. Oh, my back! Oh, my back!
Why don't y'all come down here?
Oh, my
I
I
don't
can't
know
come
if I
down
can
here.
carry her.
You can carry her.
I'll walk
I'm
over
only
there
90.
and kind of slap your face. Kid,
back!
wake
Will
up.
you just carry her, please?
Uh,
As you carry her back down the stairs. And she's
And once
like,
we get all together, I'm gonna heal.
alright. Would you do a group heal for everybody?
Let's see this map.
8 points.
8 points. Everybody's feeling a little better. He's like, oh, my back still hurts, man. Oh, you see, he's kind of big and jolly, wearing red.
I'm gonna
Leather.
take a second. I'm gonna heal myself.
As you heal yourself, he's got clean shaven. He kind of gets off the bookshelf. And that's when you see him kind of standing there. He has plates, like a plate strapped to him. Dinner plates. And he also got silverware around that. And he's holding a big old bone, like a femur from a giant as a weapon. Club bone. He's like, oh, rolls over and he has a pat on his head. The girl comes over. You see her. Messed up her. Kind of like Michelina's. But bare feet. You can see the calluses on her hands. The face weathered and everything. She's like, oh, thank you. We got surprised by them. He's like, oh my God, I need something to eat. Any of you hungry?
I think food is probably
The best thing, you're right. Pulls his hand off his head, pulls a spoon off, dips it in there. Even though it was empty, you see some sort of oatmeal come on the spoon. Oh, yeah. Want some oatmeal?
I'm good, thanks.
All right.
I'm gonna start rummaging through the bookcases to see
You're
if I
rummaging
can
through the
find
bookcases.
any of the books.
Try some of the oatmeal.
Try
And I would
oatmeal.
ask him, I'm like, are you a cleric?
Clara.
That's just, you just created food a little bit. I just wondered.
Oh, magic spoon and pan.
Huh?
Every time I put it in there, pulls out oatmeal. The only thing I can pull out.
That's awesome.
I can dish it out, put it in bowls. I got a plate here. Pulls it off.
We might want to make sure that like we're safe here. Kind of just narrowly escaped with all of our lives just now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, thank you. We came here to seek shelter and everything and hide from those dogs, but I guess they followed us and brought the goblins with us.
You came in here? How long have you been here?
We've been here just a few days. We've been trying to make our way to the hot springs.
Oh,
This is one building that still isn't, there's only like still intact still. That's why we figured we'd be safer from noise, because most of the buildings have holes in them or roofs collapsed in. Oh, sorry, my name is Dawn.
Dawn?
Dawn.
Huh.
The guy over there eating oatmeal on a plate. Pulls the spoon out, licks it clean, puts it back on his holster, put the pan on his head, but nothing comes out. Puts it on his head there, second right there. Bumpkin! Oh, my name's Bumpkin. Could go for a pheasant or a turkey leg or something sort of leg right now. And you got a pheasant on you? Wild turkey?
No.
No,
Wild boar?
No.
Got an elk leg?
nothing.
Oh, what have you been eating then?
Rations.
Rations, you don't need rations, dude. I like a turkey leg. We gotta find a turkey. Wild turkey. Oh.
I mean, we had been eating fish
Yeah, that too.
and rabbit.
maybe
Guppies, eating guppies then. You need real food. Wild turkey.
Maybe. Never mind.
So
Yeah, you shut your face.
So you guys got lost looking for the hot springs?
And she's like, no, we're not lost. We're just trying to make our way to the hot springs. We know the town.
Okay.
We came here. We're going to the for the hot springs, but there's just some nights goblins patrol, kobolds everywhere. Sometimes we've been holed up down the street 3 days because of how much activity there's been.
Well, yeah, this town's been overrun by goblins and
Orcs.
the like.
Haven't seen no orcs though. We heard from one of the previous people who were here looking for something that there's orcs. The farther deep you head into, it's orc territory. Because it seems like right now we're in kobold territory. They divided like the
Oh,
town city in different sections. Kobolds own this one, goblins next, and the orcs up there.
I'm gonna grab the map and take a look. Oh.
As
Look around for some books here.
As you're looking around for some books and everything, you notice that when you walked across this one floorboard, it was kind of not solid. It was more hollow than the rest of the floorboards that people were walking and everything.
I'll try to pry it open if I can.
As you're prying it open right there, the other people are kind of talking, and
I'm gonna take a moment and close my eyes and see if I can sense anything magical around.
as you're sensing stuff that's magical around, you do see stuff comes over towards a bumpkin.
Okay, and I know that. I know the bumpkin has something.
And then you're looking around, but you're not really getting anything else at all. And the floorboards pry up right there. Looks like they were hastily nailed, and there you see some books down in there.
Easy there, Tiger.
What's the
What are you
names?
doing?
What's on them?
Give me a second. Give me a
Yeah,
second.
as
Can you
you
read?
written that. The
A
what?
little bit.
Oh, I'm just commenting on.
Yeah, commenting
or
on it.
destroying-
Mind Flayer's just kind of chilling for a moment there, just kind of seeing all these kobolds, lots of brains everywhere.
I'll turn to the woman.
Lots of blood. Please.
I'll turn to the woman and say,
Okay.
"I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name when you mentioned
Oh,
it.
my name is Dawn.
Dawn. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, it's
The
down in
town.
Pumpkin.
like this town, Dawn.
No, Dawn.
Huh.
You know, like, I don't know, D-A-W-N, that's how I spell my name.
Okay. I just thought it was a weird coincidence because I thought this town was named Chris Dawn.
Oh, that's D-A-H-N.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And my name's D-A-W-N, Dawn.
Got it.
My ass.
No need for that.
I just
Let
want.
everybody be peaceful and get in harmony with one another. You know, there's no reason for animosity. We're all people under the stars and live here, so we have to be respectful and peaceful with one another.
Yeah.
We've been trying to be peaceful with the goblins and kobolds and bumpkins like, so we've been talking to them to say, we tell them peace, we mean you no harm. And bumpkin's like, yeah, never works, because it always breaks out in fighting.
Yeah.
But we have a chance to these creatures. They have the right to live too. They just been misguided. They just need a new way of learning.
Okay.
They're not really evil. They're just misunderstood like we all are.
She knows how I feel.
What do you suggest?
I'm gonna look at
I suggest-
at you and be like, "Give me time to go to sleep."
I suggest we sit around and pray and hold hands and eat sunflower seeds and acorns and wish for a very safe and promising journey. Yes.
How do you feel about steel?
Still,
She's a druid.
we don't need steel.
How do you feel about nature?
Nature. Oh, we have to bless the trees and bless the ground.
Is there
Even
any
the
plants in here?
bookcases. There's plants. No, there's a few things, but this temple's been pretty much more. Hasn't been overrun as before, so it's like it's still being blessed by the deity saloon.
Okay.
Still, so it's not overrun with weeds and wild grass. And she's like, we have to bless the bookshelves
Are
and
you a
everything because
druid?
they're wood. Yes, I am. a
Ah,
druid.
yep, I knew it. Everyone.
Peace. Peace, my brother. Peace, my sisters.
you
Let us
know
partake.
You know what I am, right?
You are a soul to me. As
Holy shit, she got it.
I'm just gonna start laughing in front of her.
I'm just gonna grab all the
The life
books
of a
out.
druid.
and you're reading the books.
How many does she have?
If we're ever in her
She has
presence,
one,
don't
two,
act bland.
3, 4 of
Trust
them.
me.
Okay, which ones do you have? Which ones?
You have the Manual of Chris Dunneth,
Okay.
the Volume of Lord Vest,
Okay.
History of Chris Dawn,
Okay.
Yeah.
and a book that's titled 7.
7.
Okay. I'm gonna open the book that's titled 7.
Title 7. It's written like in numbers, like Roman numerals. XI, XI, II, IB, B1.
Ooh.
I might be able to read it.
Well, it's, I can read spells and scrolls. Can I
Alright.
look at
Can
it?
you read
As he-
normal?
As you're looking at it, yeah, it's not magic.
Here you go.
I'm just gonna like scheme over
Same
it.
over. It's a code. Some sort of code sequence.
It's a code sequence for something.
But
Okay,
not
we'll
sure.
hold on to it.
Can you crack it?
I don't know.
Give him time.
Can you do anything then other swing a sword?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like,
Them bumpkins taking the bodies of the goblins and putting them in front of the door right there. Just stashing them right there.
Hey, can I borrow those heads real fast?
What?
Can I borrow the heads real fast?
You can take the heads.
Yeah.
I'm just taking the gold and the coinage off of them.
You do that and you hand me the body.
All right.
I'd prefer looking the other way if I were you.
Oh, okay.
are you?
Well, I understand. We'll build a wall here for, privacy, so that way nobody sees you, whiz. All right.
I'm just gonna start eating, like, just.
He's finding the bodies. All right. Copper. Damn, goblins not even wealthy, man. Figured they would get paid better. Copper, silver. Not even an ounce of gold on them. Ugh. So what brings you guys to this? Fair city of the city here.
We were asked to get a couple things.
Well, it sure ain't money, because these creatures are broke. Ugh.
No, it's more just sentimental items of people who used to live here.
Oh.
What other books? How many other books do we need?
We still need Saloon. That's said to be in the library. That's actually the only one that we need. Unless it's 7. I could have sworn that he said Saloon.
Yeah.
Well, we did see some goblins in here taking some books out, taking them north.
You've got to be kidding me.
What?
Oh, oh, oh.
What do goblins?
Well, I guess I do, kid, then, huh? But it's true. We gotta find a turkey. I need a turkey leg. Maybe an elk leg, boar leg.
What would goblins want with a book?
I don't know, but I think that they took the
Toilet paper?
pretty much the Bible.
There you go. Smart goblin, then.
I think that they
Whoa.
pretty much took.
Speaking of that
the
case, he
Bible.
grabs a couple books. Excuse me, then. Walks away.
He likes this.
As all those are eating, Donna's over there. Oh. I take it you're a priest too, then.
Kind of. I'm a cleric.
Ah, well, that explains the healing then.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Well,
Just out of curiosity, how far are the hot springs from here?
Not very far.
not very
from what I
far.
can tell.
We're just trying to make it to there, and then after that, we're trying to get out of town.
What's at the hot
Is
springs?
it on this map?
Yes, it is.
Tyrus.
Tyrus.
Well, legend has it, if you go to the hot springs, that when the city fell, it said that Tyrus came to the hot springs.
Oh.
The goblins and the kobolds don't go near there. They say it's secret that Tyrus is domain there. When you go there, Tyrus will bless you. We're not sure what Tyrus is, or if it's even true. But if I have a chance to go to Tyrus and have her bless this town for all the good trees and grass and insects, and maybe some animals will return, and hopefully it won't be as bad. It'll be inhabited once again. So we're trying to make our way to Tyrus, ask for that blessing. We're not sure if it's true or not. It's just a legend, but you never know.
Do you follow Tyrus?
We don't know what Tyrus is.
Hmm.
It's just a legend that got out, so we're not sure if it's true or not. That's been made up since the city town fell.
You two seem like you know what you're doing in combat.
Well, yeah.
Maybe
Bumpkin, he was a pretty good femur, you know. He loves to fight. He's a jolly person right there. And me, I can throw my bird seeds. I can throw my acorns. I can summon yellow jackets.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know.
You've
And
done combat.
oh yeah, and I have my stick and everything because I don't want to use a stick. I'll use it to defend myself, but I'm not going to strike another creature with it. That's just not nice.
What if they're into me? No, yeah,
But you'll strike if you're stricken upon, right?
Well, no. I think it's wrong to strike another creature.
You
I'll
mean
just defend-
self-defense?
Yes, I'm just defending myself. I'm not going to strike back. The other person striking me may not know they're doing it wrong. So it's my ability and my job to inform them and try to help them.
don't try to talk them out of this. There.
Okay. I mean, I'm an open-minded guy. I've been around for a while, so I can't really stick to my ways
Are you
too
Dritz?
long. Am I what?
Are you Dritz?
Dritz?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Everyone keeps asking him that.
Yeah, that's the second time I've been asked that.
Well, not very often you see a drow above surface traveling.
Especially a male giving orders.
Well, Dritz is a male. He travels with a human female and a big human strong guy. So I figured maybe you got a new group or something.
What's the significance of Dritz? What did he
Dritz?
do?
He's been on the surface. He's a drow. He's helped.
Hmm.
He's good. He's a ranger. Dritz Jordan. You don't know who he is?
Can't say I've heard the name.
Oh. That would be me. It'd be kind of wrong for me saying that all drow should know one another then, right? That's kind of incorrect.
Yeah.
So I do apologize if I offended you there.
Oh no, you didn't.
Okay then.
He's probably heard worse.
You want some bird seeds? We can have dinner. Bird seeds and some sunflower seeds and some acorns.
I was kind of thinking, and I'll point over to whatever his name was.
Pumpkin.
Bumpkin. I was kind of thinking oatmeal,
Oatmeal.
honestly.
Kind of tasteless. Bland.
And bird seeds have more flavor?
Well, yeah, I got some bird seeds. I got some almonds. Let's see what else I got here. And she pulls out a bag of nuts and everything. Have some little leaves here that are kind of nice.
I'll pick out.
And
Is that a peanut?
yeah, peanuts and
I'll take a peanut.
some mushrooms.
Ooh.
So see, we're good. We don't need meat.
Kind of mushrooms.
I am not sure. I know they don't make you sick though.
Okay.
You dip them in water, they'll soak up the water, and it's like eating a nice.
Mm.
Oh.
Kind of eating a wet sponge.
Interesting. What time of day is it?
It's like around 1.
Okay.
We need to find that silver wolf cloak.
I'm thinking that was in the temple because their goddess was
Oh yeah,
was
that's
silver.
fair.
We did hear some noise coming from the temple. Maybe there are more survivors like you guys, like you two.
Oh, there probably is. We saw another group being. Well, they weren't being hauled off. They were being dragged off by a group of goblins and kobolds. We saw one person being dragged off. So person was dead. It was kind of sad.
Oh, okay.
As Bumpkin's like, ugh.
It's just.
I'm ready to keep on. I'm ready to keep on heading to the hot spring. Oh. Maybe we can ask Tyrus for a turkey leg. Yeah.
I think this kind of just turned into a search and rescue.
Just a little.
Who are we rescuing?
You?
You.
We need rescue? Yeah. Well, what do you need rescue for? I got my bone.
I just healed you because you were on the brink of death.
I fell. I wasn't on the brink of death. You fall on your back from that far ahead, not high up, and tell me the sound you're gonna make. It ain't gonna be golly. It's gonna be, oh, my back. Oh. And it hurt bad. Try to get up from that. No, you're not.
It's quite a fall.
Yeah, I don't know anybody took a fall like that.
You didn't take that much damage when you fell.
What'd you land on?
It hurt. A sword. And a dead
Well, well, maybe I'll land on a bookshop. I don't want to land on a sword. That'd be worse. As the group is sitting right there, we're gonna pause here, take a break.